Yeah, I'll do it. No, I want to do it.
Alright. Go for it. Alright, yeah. Alright. Sorry.
Sorry. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the main event, the UCF Student Summer Series. And we were here playing some Valorant. I am your host. We are your hosts, the Golden Feather and Sora. Sora, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm back here again. If some people catch the earlier stream on, I believe Friday, I was casting that Alpha series, and we're back again with another Alpha series. I just love these Alpha series games. They are just it's the higher ranks for our tournament league throughout the summer. It's the diamonds and all the way up to our immortals and platinum, the radiants. So I'm very excited to see this team play out. And I believe today's matchup we have Meow versus. I have to quickly check my documents because it's a free agent team. I just do not know what they are called. This is going to be interesting. But yeah. Oh, the Juicers. Thank you, production. Yeah. So the Meow will be going against Juicer, which is a little bit interesting since I've known my parts around this area, and Meow is a new team in our student series, is actually comprised of two old players from from an old team that played this Friday from Goofy Goobers. We have our president Sam and our one of our Valorant players, Sniper, making their own team with three new additions to their rosters, being Rudy, History Pit, and Mel. These are phenomenal players and some of my friends, so very excited for this matchup. What are your thoughts on how this might play out, especially since
Uh,
Juice is free agents?
I actually have not actually seen any of these teams. I'm actually brand new to this Valorant community, but I'm very much hoping that since these are both free agent teams, I want to see how they actually synergize very quickly. I have a feeling that plays might be a bit more improvised and adaptive instead of more kind of set. Like I feel like the set plays we might see are kind of like preparation for the opening part of a round, but I am sort of expecting to see some more like improvised action and a lot of reactive play. So I think
Mhm.
I'll be very excited to see how that will play out for both teams.
I'm excited as well, especially since free agent teams are just people who sign up for our student series and they just kind of want to participate and they just put into a roster that is made up of like around for like an average for a point cap. And most of the teams they don't have synergy, so like the first week or so it does take a little bit of a hit for them, especially since they are just trying to get together and just work together in order like throughout the season, because we start off with a round robin and then we go off to the playoffs, which I believe are single eliminations. So for the first week or so, it's really tough, especially since Meow is comprised of players who are just who know each other so well and have the synergy already. Like Rudy and Beniper are two of our Valorant players, so they have already synergized, especially since they play on the roster. You have Mel and Sam and History Bit, who all three of them are friends and have played rank on like off on their own together, and so they already have that synergy. And then you have, and not only that, but like probably during the student series, they all have played together to like start building up that synergy. Especially like I mentioned, they're all friends, so synergy is a very key aspect when it comes to Valorant, and it's gonna be very interesting to see. I am hoping it is not like the Goofy Goobers match we had on past Friday, which was um very much I want to say one sided. I would like to see a little bit of heat of a match, but I think we're just kind of waiting into this lobby and waiting for these teams to start. But before we get in, what are your thoughts on who might win? Are you rooting for Juicers or are you rooting for Meow?
I am actually like in the middle here. I don't know who's gonna win or who's gonna lose. I mean, it's for me, it's really just a coin flip. I'm just here for the action, and I just hope I get it.
Yeah. I since I've known more of this information, I the easy answer is, they're my friends. I could go with Meow. However, I'm going to be rooting for the underdog once more, and I'm going to be rooting for Juicers. I think Juicers could take this 2-1, hopefully. Hopefully. Last time I predicted for the underdogs, I lost and I was wrong. So I just hope it doesn't happen again. I'm really trying to be right here. I'm gold 3. I got that mentality. Especially with VCT playing around this week of all the teams in Japan. I'm trying to get my knowledge up.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. We're just currently waiting on the lobby to start and trying to figure out what will be the map pick for map 1 and map 2, and then hope maybe a map 3 if that were to come, which I am predicting that it will. So crossing my fingers over here. But yeah, we're just currently waiting on that. Uh, so how's the weather up there?
I'm not up there right now. I'm down in Fort Myers. I'm enjoying my summer, but I will say that this is definitely a very fun way to spend it. I am hoping to see some insane action. That's all I can say, really.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this as well, especially since, um up here in Orlando in Florida, it's around the summertime, so like Orlando has been raining a lot these past like day or so. So kind of looking forward to that, but seems like I believe if I'm not mistaken, we did receive our first ban. I believe it was Pearl. Production, could you check on that and make sure it's correct? Oh, it was actually, yeah. So far for the bans have been Pearl and Ascent, and then Haven will be map 1 defense for juicers. That is actually very interesting. I'm more surprised for Pearl and Ascent, especially those maps are, are actually very decent. What are your thoughts on a Haven and Meow picking it and juicers going on the defense for the first half?
Haven's the 3-site map, right? Am I correct there?
Yes, there's 2 3 sites mapped now because Riot thinks it's good. It's a good concept, even though it's not, and I hate it. But yeah, Haven is the first. It was the first 3 site map.
Okay, so for that one, it really depends on what the offense is really going for. Like, I know there's a few long angles there, so I'm not sure
Mhm.
how let's say anyone is with the operator or anything like that. Obviously we know the best weapons are like Vandal and Phantom with operators for whoever snipes, but I will say that for defense, I will say that it's kind of hard. Of course, you're splitting with 3 sites, so you have to spread things out a bit more. But I will say that it definitely does actually help with the more improvised play because there's actually very fast rotations in comparison to other maps. Of
Mhm.
course, there's like the few exceptions with the teleports. I forgot what those were called, but I will say that this will definitely help with making play seem a bit more improvised and kind of surprises. You know.
Yeah, especially since I believe, like, if I'm gonna guess on this map site, Haven is a lot. I think it's a lot more annoying to defend as a defenders, especially which is 3 sites. You have so much options to choose from, especially since it's 3 sites anywhere. Anything could happen, and it's a lot easier to rotate, like you mentioned. Um, but as we were talking, seems like Fracture will be map 2, which intrigues me. Um, and they Meow will be picking Fracture, will be picking defense. No, Juicer, no, yeah, Meow will be picking defense on Fracture, and Juicers have picked Fracture, which is very interesting. Fracture is one of those maps that is very 50-50, I believe, when it comes to the community. It's either you love it or you hate it, especially with how it is just kind of split in the middle and the ropes on the side. And it's the only map out of all 4 that has 4 orbs. Most of the other maps just have 2. So I'm very intrigued by that. I don't think we'll go to a map 3, sadly. But I'm really rooting for one. I would love to see a map 3.
Yeah,
But
especially since Fracture's a third map, right? I
no, Fracture is
oh, the
Fracture is
second? Oh,
second.
sorry,
Yeah, it's
I
the second. Yeah.
misheard
So
that.
yeah. It's, I believe we're running a ban pick ban pick system similar to how it is in VCT for best of threes. So it is currently ban for Pearl, ban for Ascent, then Haven map 1 for defense, for juicers, then map 2 will be Fracture.
Okay.
With Meow picking defense, I believe. And then now it just has been revealed that Bind will be picked. I mean, Bind will be banned. I'm sorry. Ooh, that's interesting. Bind being banned, especially Bind is one of those maps that was recently brought back into pool a few weeks ago, and only minor changes was done, enough to make it feel different, but not enough to 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 make it feel like it's a drastic change in the entire flow of it. So, but it seems like our final two maps for it to be banned are either going to be Split or Lotus, and so yeah, so we're just waiting on that. Do you what characters what agents do you think are going to be picked from these teams for Haven?
Okay, so I'm not too familiar with a lot of them. I do know I did hear that Chamber got buffed recently, so I'm kind of expecting to see at least like someone try it at the very least, like try it in one of these games. I'm not really sure about anyone else. Of course, you have the normal picks. You might have like an Omen, Reyna for your damage, your duelist. I'm not sure if I read this wrong. I think like one team was named like 4 duelists at one point. I'm not sure if I'm getting that wrong or anything.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, it was our free agent team that went against Goofy Goobers this past Friday. So
Right. So I don't know. Well, I am thinking that it's gonna. I don't know much about team comps in Valorant, but I am kind of expecting some sort of I probably like some of the tryout chamber with the new changes. Again, I'm not too well versed in this, but I can't really say much anything about the comp, and it seems like the
mhm,
game's starting.
that's understandable. Yeah, but we are heading into this matchup. I definitely do feel like on the side of Meow. Yeah, I was gonna say it. We're gonna see the Sova. Seems like Meow will be running the default comp of Jet, Killjoy, Sova, Omen, and they are missing, I believe, one more character. That is interesting enough. Juicers is actually running the Astra compared to the Omen. Both of these smokes, so you guys are aware, they're very good on Haven. They makes it easier for teams to set up site and allow them to push onto site, especially since these are characters that could throw smokes almost anywhere across the map. So, but Omen is a lot more easier to just kind of set up and go and help assist your team, while Astra has her concussions and her swirls. That's how I like to call them. Her little swirls, her little tornadoes. I don't even think that's the right term for it. No, I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't
it
think so.
does seem like Rudy has picked the chamber as I
Oh my god,
predicted.
you're right.
He does want to try him out. Like I remember back then I did play some chamber and he was fun, but it was very difficult to play him. He was not
Choose your
that great of
agent.
a character, and I didn't remember exactly what the changes were, but we might see those changes come into action today.
Yeah, and I'm honest. I'm trying to understand and see if Chamber is a tactical pick or a funny pick. And and I say this mostly because I know the man Rudy, and he likes to troll a little bit. He loves to mess around and do a little bit of trolling here and there. So I'm I'm trying to see if it's a tactical pick or not. But I trust Rudy. I believe it is. But yeah, we're just currently just waiting to get into this map one. Excited to see here. Chamber, Omen, Sova, Killjoy, and Jet for Team Meow, while Team Juicers are gonna have the Sky, Jet, KJ, Astra, and Fade. So very excited to see here. Alright. Are you excited? Are you excited for this?
I'm excited. I'm just letting the anxiety build up. Like it's a start of a brand new game. It seems like Team Juicers on offense, right?
Yeah.
They it seems like they do want to go for a C push. It seems to be
No, wait.
consolidating around that.
Juicers is on defense. Juicers on
Defense. Oh,
defense. Yeah.
I keep mixing these up. Sorry. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Team Meow seems to be going consolidating towards C. Seems like they are going to go for a push here on pistol round.
Yeah. Seems like they are just gonna try to commit to it. Not even wait. Sova Dart comes out right off the bat, does detect the Jet, and Taubes managed to get the Sniper. That is actually a huge
Blinded.
one man down. That's something you really don't want early on in the game.
Enemy
So,
tag.
Yeah.
So
It's a very
Sam,
fast
yeah.
pick.
All right. So it seems like history bit does manage to get Mandrake.
Spike
Mel gets
down,
managed to get
C.
Sword Flame. What is going on? Taubes managed to get Sam.
One
Rudy
enemy
managed to
remaining.
get the trait onto it, and Rudy gets another pick onto Sprig. So it's a 2v1 right now. Meow managed to get the plant down, hoping to buy some time and actually, get plant. Her Yang is on their way out to site, trying to travel their way through spawn. Long journey. But it seems to be Meow will be playing from the C long. Usual tactic. Just probably going to be waiting. I believe Mollies are on site. More than likely what's going to be happening, Rudy's going to be picking out first, and then her Yang will peek. No, it's actually a double peek. They're both going in. Did they spot her? She was on the right side. All right, Hurricane goes against Mel, gets the first pick. It's a 1v1 situation. Taps the spike. Rudy TPs. Gets away with it.
Nice amazing outplay with the TP. Actually did completely mess up the Jet there, but it was very interesting to see both Chamber and was it Killjoy pushing that angle. Even though they both have ghosts, they can take off the Jet from super far away.
Yeah.
We'll like pushing for that. That was very close, but that TP from Chamber definitely sold it right there.
I was not expecting that play. I didn't even notice a TP was placed because that was so tactical, allowing your having it be a 1v1 and then your Jet just being confident, tapping it, knowing that they're gonna tap and just push forward. But seems to be, Juicers not wanting to save as much. Their Jet buying a Sheriff. Usually you save that type of round.
Yikes.
Yang gets the pick onto Rudy. Massive pick onto Sniper, clearing windows, gets the one into Soaring Flame. Has to go. Gets another one onto Talbs. Gets a third!
Triple!
Sniper! What are you doing? History Big gets a pick onto Yang, and it's just up to Sprig. This just seems they're not even on site. Two of them are on site of B, but it just seems to be dominated for Team Meow this round. Sam is
not ready for this.
I was not either.
They didn't even push aside. They said, I'm going to play for picks, and they got 4 picks. That is unbelievable.
Sniper just getting the 3 picks and just allowing his team to set up is just amazing to see. But Sniper is the type of player you want to keep your eyes on. He is always has the flashiest plays, and he performs well when he's on top of his game. But Sprig might be wanting to try to attempt a C. You don't really want to shave the Spectre, but going into C long will probably get detected by that turret if he peeks, if they peek out. But they're considering the life choices, and their turrets is actually going to detect them. So they're going to know that they are C long, and Sniper and History Bit pushing from mid. I don't think they know. No, it's actually Sam. Bell's gonna push out, gets the pick on the Sprig.
Nice headshot.
Magic at 1. They don't know Sam's behind.
Almost gets the kill.
Well done from
very
Sprig.
close.
It was very close. There's nothing you could do there. It was a win no matter what for Meow. It would have been nice to have Mel alive for the eco, but it is what it is. There's nothing you can do there. But as long as you get the trade, which Sam did, you still win the round.
It could have been worse. I mean, he could have just died. And again, like, there's no way he really could have known that turret was there unless he heard it. I'm not sure how that works exactly. But honestly, that was probably the best he could do. At least getting a kill there, just trying to mitigate that loss of eco with losing your entire team instantly was just like it's just heartbreaking to see that happen. But I'm going to. Oh my god! The Sniper is taken out in an instant.
Sniper literally attempted to clear A long, doesn't spot it, and gets off, but luckily gets away. But luckily, Rudy's able to get the pick onto the Astra. So now it's a tied up 4-4 once more. But Meow just is hovering near A long, considering to go there again, trying to maybe consider that. Since someone died in A long, they might not push it, but they're still hovering around between A and B window. Don't really know what that team is considering and thinking of doing, but Talb's just holding onto C window, thinking something's gonna happen. But looks like all of Meow is actually gonna push through A, which is actually good because Sprig is the only one that's holding onto site. Drone is clearing out from the site. Sprig trying to peek out, trying to hold as much as they can for their team to come back. Throws the volley,
30 seconds left.
Seems like Meow is actually able to get the plan off once this grenade goes out. Jet on the window, trying to hold the angle, trying to see if they can get anyone to get a free pick. But just going to be a plant for Meow. Rudy gets the pick on the Soaring Flame. Sam and Rudy just getting their picks, and it just comes down to the Jet. Her Yang is just on top, not be able to do much. but they already know their tower, and Sam will get that. Will get the kill.
That
The
wall bang.
The
Nice
bang.
wall bang kill. Very solid take there by
Indeed.
MEOW. Just like just knowing the map, knowing that it was only the killjoy on A site, just pushing it out, smoking off the angles. Very solid play right there.
It's
Just
yeah.
standard take.
Especially since, you know, earlier on in the half, they started off, you know, completely a little bit rough with Sniper getting picked off, but the trade and able to, like, you know, probably calm down, take their time, and still, you know, assess that, oh, we could still go A, because, you know, they might expect us not to go, but the knives are out from her Yang, seeming to be going through. Sniper looks like he's going to dash onto site, but no, he's actually just holding his ground, waiting for it. Hurrying, trying to go for the flank, doesn't see Rudy, and Rudy gets her. Now it's up to on the C site. Sniper getting a pick onto Soaring Flame after Soaring Flame gets onto Sam. Looks like we'll get another pick. Matrix gets a pick onto Mel. So now it's a 3v3. They know the Astra's in Garage, trying to do the best, but you know, seems like Juicer's trying to come back a little bit, trying to regroup to retake the site, but Matrix gets a pick onto Rudy. And it's just now a 2v2. History bit holding that angle onto the Garage. Gets the pick on the Matrix, and now it's a 2v1. Sprig tries to go get the kill.
Almost gets the headshot.
Almost, but Sniper is able to react fast enough and get the kill on it. So now it's 4-0. And this is usually the part where I would say, you know, oh, it's like the first 3 rounds, the first 4 rounds, it happens. But this is possible. Yeah, this is their last round that Juicer's able to buy. If they do not win, their eco is going to be in shambles, and they are just going to lose.
It's already 0-4. It's not looking too good, but I mean, look, they have guns now. They're ready to go.
You want to play?
The game is
Let's
pretty
play.
much balanced in terms of what they have to shoot with, because before they were really just saving and doing eco buys before, but it seems like now they can finally get assault rifles. It seems like Sniper still gets a nice kill, pushing aside. Oh, it gets picked off by the Sky, immediately pushing on.
Seems like Soaring Flame will be using the dog to try to scout out the site. I don't think they noticed. I don't think they've detected Mel. Could be wrong about that. Mater gets a pick onto Mel. Mater gets the second one onto Sam. Soaring Flame with the getting the kill onto History Bit. Now is making it a 1v3 for Rudy. Rooting with his ultimate can't really do much with only 2 bullets in his chamber. So he has to figure out what he needs to do. Doesn't seem like he has his own weapon. Trying to find if there's anyone on top, especially with that Jep on one of those boxes, but seems not to be the case. Seems like Rudy will be slowly peeking out, trying to hope to catch someone off angle, but it's just very difficult to do that, especially since they're both holding a crossfire. More than likely, once he notices a Jet, the Astra will peek out.
30 seconds left.
Rudy taking his time. Notices a Jet, misses the first shot, gets the kill onto her Yang.
Oh my god.
Notices the Sky and Garage. 2v1. Less than 20 seconds on the clock. Rudy has to do something now. If not, it will be a win for Juicers. He tries with Matrix, gets the kill on the Rudy, and Juicers will win their first round. This was a very crucial round for them, and they managed to get the kill, and they managed to secure this round.
Yeah, a very nice first win for Juicers here. They really held that site down really well. Like I said, those weapons really made a difference. They took out Sniper into it. Sniper has shown to be their main engage, even though they are playing Jet. Like, she's rushing in, and once Sniper gets down, it seems like the play seems to stall out, and at that point, it's just how many picks can you get before the clock runs down.
Yeah, well, seems like Yang just looking at that angle, thinking of the updraft, but doesn't notice the Rudy a little bit too late and will die under his on his hands. But Sam droning into a short, trying to see if there's anyone nearby. But now with Sky ult coming out, they will know that some of them aren't here. Seems like Sprig will be using both of their mollies to make sure. But with the KJ ultimate coming out, seems like they're gonna have to get out of sight soon. But Sniper getting on the pick onto Matrix with Mel getting the pick on the Sprig. Seems to be a clear sight for the Juicers, and seems like Juicers are actually taking the site when their eco is not the best, really. Just playing their time, taking their time with this. Actually, no, I think they're gonna save.
Yeah, honestly, a save here might be. unless they really think they can take out all 5 of them, a save is probably the smarter decision given their
Yeah.
eco so far. But to be fair, the ultimate is ready to go if they can get a very nice play. But I'm not sure how confident they are in actually making that. So a
No.
save does make sense here. Like, I mean, look at the money; it's not worth it to lose the last 2 guns you have.
Yeah, and it seems to be So it seems to be round 5 will round 6. I'm sorry, will go to Meow, which it's a flawless win, but now juicers have to start figuring out what they could do differently and what they could start changing up in order to secure these rounds even more. Especially since their eco's not that high. It's gonna be a mix buy actually.
That is very interesting, but if you think about it, that might be enough because again, like we're seeing here, like just look at the stats. It's Beniper and Rudy getting all the kills, and we have seen that Beniper has been the one doing a lot of the early aggression, getting those nice picks. And last round, it was Rudy who got the very first kill of that round. So if they just have enough to take those 2 out, that might slow things down just enough. Just like the first round when they won, they took out Beniper, and that push was stopped completely. And they actually ended up winning because of that.
Yeah, but I also think the reason why they stopped the round was because Rudy they were just kind of saving up a little bit, and Rudy had his operator, his ultimate, so he couldn't really play as aggressive. But Sword Flame trying to take out Garage doesn't notice Rudy right off the bat, pop the flash, try to get to it. But with History Bit using their own flash, seems like they're gonna be pushing out the Sky from Garage, and now it looks like Meow just holding onto just the mid area waiting for a sight. The Sniper slowly putting out the top. Finally gets noticed by Taubes and seems to be in a very sicky situation. Just holding close angle. Taubes gets the pick onto Beniper, and the Opera is down, but with the air, Sam's Dart gets destroyed. And it seems like juicers are making the call to go to
Spike down, attacker spawn.
To Spike, because History Bit
30 seconds
got taken out by Her Yang. I guess they weren't expecting the Jet on flank. Taubes another pick onto Rudy, and it just seems like Meow is in a 2v5 situation. They need to figure out what to do. They need to grab that Spike first of all. But with less than 20 seconds on the clock, I don't think they'll have time to even plan.
This might be another win for Juicers here. That was a very solid defense, and I think Jet going operator was. I mean, obviously it's different from what she's usually done, but I'd say like here that really did slow down that early aggression, those early picks that really like shuffled the game up, really like destabilized the Juicers defense there.
I think it wasn't. I don't think the pick on the operator was the issue. I think it was just simply when you're hovering mostly around like B or C, I don't think you really expect someone to be close on C site being able to get that pick, because it seems to be the issue with that round was I think both Beniper and History Bit just got caught off guard, and they couldn't have enough time to react. That's why they got picked off. I do believe I know these players a little bit, so like I trust them a little bit, even though I'm rooting for them. But
like Sniper is going for the ult, gets a perfect headshot on Taubes there. They might get a very nice push onto C again.
Soaring Flame could not connect the bullets onto Sam, and Her Yang on the flank once more. Rudy tried to go for the quick scope, but could not get it into Her Yang. It seems to be Meow with taking C. And it is a 3v4 situation for Juicers. Alarm bot goes off, so they both know one is coming from Garage, but it seems to be very much a tough situation for the Juicers. Sprig trying to spray through smoke, doesn't connect near Beniper. No! Don't go through the smoke!
Oh no!
Oh, Beniper with the shorty kill. Ah, you hate to see it.
It's so unfortunate. Oh!
Tries to get another one!
Well, he went for style, and he went down in style. That, gotta give him respect.
Very, 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 like I mentioned, Beniper is a very flashy player, and, he tried to go for that shorty kill. But seems to be another round for the books for Meow, and what a great closing pick off from History Bit. They knew they were going to rotate out, and they were just able to grab that pick right before they were able to rotate, and getting that extra kill affects their eco a lot more. And currently, I believe they don't have a lot. They have some money to buy. Yeah, they are able to buy this round, but I don't know. Juice has got to change something up real quick. But doesn't seem to be the case. Seems like MEOW will be trying to thrown out onto A side. Most of them are hovering through short, so Sniper holding the outside door of garage. But seems like MEOW is actually rotating out. If does Yang catch one of them off guard?
Ooh,
Yang
almost
tries
catches
to,
it. Almost catches it.
You almost had it, but you couldn't connect the
Found them.
shot.
Bomb
But
grenade
seems
out.
to be MEOW has rotated from A to C, and that arrow will detect Sprig, and seems like this will be an entire site just for MEOW, and it's gonna have to be a retake for Team Juicer. It's gonna be interesting. Sniper entering through garage, gets the one, gets the two.
Gets two. Ooh, almost gets the perfect spray transfer on 3, but just not enough. It was so close. Again, with those flashy plays, it is quite a spectacle, honestly.
When Sniper's on screen, you just love seeing
Player
it.
standing.
Yang gets the first pick onto history, but Rudy's able to trade it out. With Sprig getting the kill onto Rudy to 2v1 situation. Alarm bot comes out from Mel, and another alarm bot and the swarm comes out. Seems to be Sprig will have to, retreat, save the Vandal. It's the best decision they could do. But great defense from MEOW, especially the alarm bot and the swarm. Nice way to make sure they don't get on the site, especially with that alarm bot positioning. Never seen that before, but might have to start using it in my
They
rank
demand
game
a fight.
because
Who are we to
that was
disobey?
actually really good. Able to detect if they go around the box, but it seems like Juicers will be using their first time out. What do you think Juicers could do to change it up and change up the tempo?
It's kind of hard to say here because I am noticing with a lot of these plays that they're going for picks for I noticed that Meows was going for big picks before really committing to any plays, which that's fair. I understand that play, but it's kind of hard to play defense. It's like you get impatient. You want something to happen. So we kind of notice here that a lot of them they start peeking out, like they just reveal themselves trying to get these kills, like they're chasing them out of wherever place they're rotating out of, and they just don't get them. And then of course they get impatient, start pushing, they make mistakes. It's almost like a mental game, and it seems like Meows is really trying to draw that out, see like kind of I shouldn't say limit tests, but more like they're trying to kind of see what their opponents like, their play style. They're trying to understand it for the later games to come.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with you on that. But it seems like we'll be seems like the timeout is complete and we'll be heading back straight into the matchup. But I think one of these, I think more importantly, that Juices need to remember is that they are a free agent team. They are new to this. They are learning. They are still trying to figure things out. So if they were to lose this match, they cannot take it to heart. It has to be a learning experience. There'll be many more matches they can get, but Maedric gets the pick on a history bit. That is something you like to see for after a timeout.
No charges
But
left.
be hurrying on the flank, gets detected by the turret, gets the pick onto
Almost
one.
gets the second one. Oh,
Sniper able to trade it out, but Rudy detained from the KJ. Oh, but Maedric is going for the
Last player
defuse because the
standing.
Astral Wall. They can't hear it. They don't know. And
oh my god.
that is
Please
a
not
great
mistake my
usage
smile.
of ult
I
right
take this
there.
song fairly
Using both the
serious.
Astral Wall to just stall it out and not be able to hear some of the sounds, and using that KJ ult to help push away the attackers.
Just lock him out, like strangle him like an anaconda. Just hold him outside, like he can't do anything. I mean, he can try spraying through the wall, right? But no, that doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It doesn't
It
work.
doesn't work. You can't do that. That was very nice synergy there. I think more plays like that, they can pull this back.
Especially if worst case scenario MEOW wins this, they might have to three curse but Sniper updrafting, getting picked off by Matrix. That's actually very horrible to see, especially with the knives being pulled out. So now MEOW just, instead of playing aggressive, now playing a little bit more passive, trying to see where they could go and retake. But with Sprig just kind of set up on the C site, they can't really attempt there. So they're still trying to figure out where they might go. But just playing the waiting game seems like MEOW is doing. Just carefully waiting out, and I think MEOW is just trying to wait out for someone to either make a mistake or for someone to leave clear sight, which is actually what happening.
What happens here? Oh my god!
Because Rudy clearing A site because the Fade is leaving. That's the CC onto A. It is now making that call, and Alps with the Odin pick. Ooh,
30 seconds left.
Trying to hold his best, and we'll probably eye out. Alps get the pick onto Rudy. Seems to be a very good opening, especially now with Spike being planted. 3v4. It's up to Sam, History Bit, and Mel, but the Fade ult does come out, allowing them to be detected with half of the health. Matrix get the picks on the History Bit. Sam doing his best just to hold up, trying to send up his silver arrow. But Hurrying gets a pick onto Mel, and it's a 1v3. But Hurrying also get the kill onto Sam, and will close it out this round. Oh, what? Juicers seems to be a little bit more awake this time around, and that, like I said, the timeout definitely played into their favor.
Last round.
I think that definitely. I think they did kind of. I feel like they did actually kind of like understand that they're on defense. They just need to wait. Like don't go for flashy plays. Like it's offense. Like you can't rush them because again we did notice before that's what they were doing. But now they're just holding sight. I mean, yeah, we did see a small rotation at the end there, which let MEOWs get the plan off. But even then, they had the numbers this time. They didn't lose the picks. They had enough people. They used their ults properly. They pushed them outside.
You want to play?
Very solid
Let's
retake
play.
from Juicers here.
I definitely agree, and you know, seems to be we're entering the final round of the first half. Sniper taking on Garage, gets the pick onto Soaring Flame, and now Sprig, they don't notice Sprig is there. He messes up his dash, goes into the wall, but History Bit's able to get the trade onto Sniper, making it, which is very good because if Sprig would have gotten that pick onto History Bit, it was very bad for them. Hurrying, tries to get a pick on the History Bit, but could not do it. Matrix gets the picks on the Rudy, and Spike will be planted. It's a 2v3 for Juicers. They need to do something now. Talibs get the pick on the History Bit through the wall bang. Notices the Killjoy on spot. Matrix gets the one, gets the two. Oh, you love to see it.
Kill. Perfect double kill. That was satisfying to watch, honestly.
It was.
Wow.
Well divided.
And using the wall just because it was the first half, but 5 to 7 half is something you love to see. Now, of course, the sides will be swapped, and Juicers will be now on the offense, while MEOW will be on the defense.
Some stars in this reality.
Are you excited to see the little chamber on defense?
I'm very excited to see how this turns out because again, like we saw before, I'm actually excited to see how Juicers will pull this back on offense because before like they were on the back foot. They had to wait, but now it's your time to shine. Now it's your time to come back, get those flashy plays they want to see. Like they want their names known. They want their faces seen. Now it's their chance to strike back. And again, like I said before, it seems like a lot of the plays were stopped once Sniper and Rudy went down, and it's kind of what we saw here. They played like, but Sniper was rushing in a lot, but playing patient really seems to catch those people. And now it seems like Sniper's trying to do something similar, but on defense this time, but doesn't find a kill.
Sam will get the pick on the Talbs, which is actually very nice, and seems to be Juicers holding the back, using the shock arrow to kind of push back Juicers, but seems like Juicers might be attempting to go through A short. But no, they're still hovering around, just kind of considering their choices of whether they want to commit or not. But it seems like Sam might be able to pick off one of them, detect one of them, and they might be rushing it. Hurrying, getting hit by the shock arrow, and trying to push it onto site. He's not able to do nothing. Rudy gets the pick onto Hurrying, and Sniper another pick onto Sprig, and seems to be that Juicer will be backing out. You know, especially this is pistol round. it's kind of like a little bit tougher loss to have, but it's not the worst case scenario. Especially if they were to lose 2 rounds, they might be able to get that eco up. But
30 seconds left.
seems like Juicers will be rotating onto Ace to C site. They just want to get plant down. They don't even care up. They just want to get that plant down. That's more importantly. But they know they're on C. They get this plant down. History Pick gets the pick onto the Astra, and Mel will clean it up onto Soaring Flame. And there we have it. Second half, first pistol.
It just seemed to be that, I mean, they just wanted to get that plan. That's all it could really do. I mean, 2v5, it's not looking good. I mean, true, you got the Sniper low there, but I mean, that's if he doesn't put a bull in your face first. So it's definitely a little desperate, but I mean, what can you do? You know?
Yeah. I will say, MEOW playing perfectly, knowing that they were on C site, and especially that smoke from History a bit, just clearing, blocking that scene long. So if one of them were to be lurking there, it would be very difficult to see where they were at. But seems to be actually that MEOW, and it seems to be both teams are going to be fine. You don't really see often, especially after a loss in pistol. Most of the time you just save, but
yeah, it seems like the Sniper is the only one saving here. But I mean, just getting a headshot, you take out those big guns, but he doesn't get the pick.
Matrix getting the pick onto Beniper. I don't think he was expecting them to buy out. Rudy having the Marshal in hand, trying to figure out what to do, but it seems like the team will be doing a split push onto B. Matrix trying to go through Garage, but will get picked off by the Omen. And with the blind out, History pushing out, but will get picked off by her Yang. Seems to be a very sticky situation. 2 of them will be pushing through Garage. Rudy holding the angle, but gets the pick onto the Jet. And I don't think they noticed that one of them they're rotating to A. Now they will. Sam slowly going through A site, hearing the spike planted, but will they get the pick onto Sprig? Will Sprig be pushing out? Talbs holding the close angle, misses the first shot onto the KJ. It's a 3v2 situation. Sprig coming out from A short, placing the turret. I don't think there's much they can do. Sam will be able to get the kill.
That actually seemed really close there. I was like, honestly, I was not sure how that was going to turn out. But I think a rotation was probably the best they could do there. I don't know what else they really could have done on like other than trying to just go for those picks and get that end game plan. But like in the end, that was just solid retake by MEOW there.
Yeah, I think especially since once they recognize the team had like probably bought this round, because most of the time they don't, they kind of like were able to recompose and be like, they have weapons, we can't be playing like they have pistols, we have to be playing like they have actual guns. But it seems to be we're going to be seeing a little bit of a flashy play from Beniper, holding onto that op, holding onto. Seems like Rudy will be pushing out from B site, trying to see if there's anyone there. Sam with the shock arrow trying to push people away from the site. Beniper getting the pick onto Matrix, and Rudy onto the wall bang on the Soaring Flame. I'm sorry, what was that?
That's a very look at.
Sam with
barely
the wall
saw his head,
Enemy
honestly.
remaining.
Sam with the 2K. That was indeed, but Sam with his own 2K, denying getting the shock arrow. Taubes with the wall bang to Sam. That's actually very difficult, but with 27 HP, not much he can do. Gets the only kill on the History bit. Okay, Taubes, you have my attention. But
These shoulder headshots are off the walls. Oh my god.
Taubes with just a sheriff in hand, going against Beniper. He misses the shot!
Oh yeah!
Rudy!
Here comes Rudy!
Taubes is running away! I mean, what is more you can do?
What is happening?
Beniper with the short in hand!
On the stage. Oh! Man, they were chasing that!
Dang! I am completely appalled and shocked of what has happened. Sam with his own 2K, with Taubes then getting his own 2K. And with that, honestly, I thought Beniper was dead right when he missed the shot.
No, I saw. Yeah, you can see him. He was jumping around. He was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I missed that!" And that dash saved his life. And for Rudy coming around the corner, yeah, it was just.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Rudy able to helping out his own teammate. That's what I'm saying. Those two have synergy, and when they work together, nothing can go their way. But Rudy cannot help him when he gets shot through the doors of Garage. Rudy now just hovering through, sitting in the window. Seems like they'll be docking onto site. Might be able to pick off one person there, but with the jet on B side already, not much you can do. Mel trying to hold the anchor down the side, gets the one, but Soaring Flame was able to trade. But the swarm! Her swarm against the sky! Oh, what is going on? It's a 2v2 situation.
It's up in the air now. This is up in the air.
Yeah, it's just History Bits versus Sam and Sprig versus Taubes. Just a 2v2 situation. It's like, we're going C site. But Sam ulting onto C, trying to deny the plant, but also allowing History Bit to go on the site. Taubes gets the pick on the Sam. History Bit needs to get this trade on the Sprig in order to do this 1v1 against Taubes. Sprig manages to get the kill on History Bit.
In the opening, though, that nasty swarm. Oh my god.
That was a very chaotic and interesting round. Mel anchoring site, getting the one pick and activating her swarm right before she dies and getting that sky. But not only that, with the sky, with the Sova ultimate onto C site, it allowed History to get a little bit closer to C long, but Sam was just not picking Taubes to be close by to get that pick. But it seems like Juicer is slowly waking up.
They are so dead.
And they're on their egg game now. Oh, it's like Rudy. Oh, he's going for a pick. Almost takes the shot. Barely misses it, but it seems like sorry, Juicers is going for an A push.
Yeah, indeed. Yang gets the pick on the Sam, but Rudy will trade, making it very close, making it now, allowing his team to actually come on to the A site. And Rudy, with 3 more chambers, bullets in the chamber will not matter because Sprig will get the pick. Nice trade it out. It seems to be now a 2v2 situation once more. Now it's a 1v1. Soaring Flame versus History Bit. Just trying to figure out where they're at. I don't think they know where the Omen is located. Holding on to that angle door. History notices the Omen. Seems like Soaring Flame will try to get a better angle and will be able to get the pick on History Bit. Ooh. I mean, it was sadly enough. I don't think there's not much I think History Bit could have done there. I think it was just better aim and that's it. It could have gone either way in my opinion for both of those players, but I think Soaring Flame being able to detect that, you know, oh, the Omen is right there in A main, would be able to get that pick easily. But
right, just jitter peeking back and forth, just trying to peek out their shoulder, get on some
Find the
easy-
weak point
just
and break
an
it.
easy headshot there if he goes for a peek. But again, yeah, you are right there. That's a
Revealing
pick.
area.
Unless Omen could have rotated, actually. He could have rotated around to heaven, but that would take his time. My woman down at that point.
Well, we'll never know, especially with the crowd starting. And Yang getting 2 picks onto Sam and Sniper. Rudy with the Odin. Oh no, I've seen this Odin gameplay before with Goofy Goober. And it seems like we'll be getting the first pick, but Matrix will be able to trade out into Rudy. And with just that KJ ult activated now, it will allow Juicer just to get that spike down. And it's a 2v4 situation. Mel and History Bit next to each other, trying to peek out through their spawn, but it's gonna be a little bit interesting. Crossfire is just there for almost all these teams. History Bit uses the blind, gets picked off by the alarm bot, gets the first pick onto Taubes, but now trying to figure out. Mel gets the pick onto Sprig. It's a 2v2 situation. This is now a winnable situation. History Bit onto Soaring Flames. They just need to get Matrix. Matrix clutches is out. What?
Oh, clutch! 1v2 clutch. That's insane.
That
Oh
is.
my god.
That was
That was so close. I thought,
That
like,
was
for a moment there,
close.
I thought it's a 4v2 and the spikes down. It's like that's gonna be a hard retake, but I mean, they proved us wrong. They proved us wrong there.
Those two, Mel and History Bit, were confident in that play, and they definitely were. And I think, I think, if I were to have guessed, and like you know, from what I saw, I think the only reason why they lost, it was just they made it a 1v1 instead of peeking at the same time. That was truly the only issues, because during their push onto A, they played together, they played phenomenally. But I don't think you can have that 1v1 against MEOWs. They may be an Asher player, but they are scary.
Right, and just with aim by itself, it's just enough. I just your gun. Like, oh,
Talib's getting the pick.
history bit though.
Yeah, seems like
push here.
yeah, seems like Juicer will be taking C site. Soaring Flame trying to go through garage will get picked off by the turret. Doesn't notice Mel, and Mel will be able to get a pick off with the ghost. That's actually very good because MEOW is on a save round. They're doing a light buy as much as they can. Seems like she'll be giving the gun to the Sova to Sam. Interesting decision. We'll see if it works out. Rudy just playing through smokes. Will get detected by the turret, and now they know one is on site. But with the Astra Stars onto it, might be able to mess up their defuse. Beniper getting the pick onto her Yang, and the Astra Star is activated. Fatal will be coming out. Not much time left on the clock. Beniper getting picked, but Talib just getting a 2, getting his own, making it now a 1v1. Beniper, knowing exactly where the last person is, has to hold the angle, has to know. Holding onto the defuse. He's gonna have!
Oh, with the 4K ulti. Oh my god! That's insane.
It was just over for Matrix. Not for Matrix. It was over for Team MEOW. Just
that clock was down. That clock was down, and he had no choice. That was probably the best thing that could have happened. I think.
It
just
was
getting that last
for Juicers. It was for Juicers. It was it. You know, even if he got out the half, there was not much time. But it's just there's nothing. There's nothing much. Seems like Juicers is now waking up and like making it a lot closer than well, I think most closer than these teams have anticipated. Especially from a free agent team. You don't really expect a free agent team to like, you know, do extremely well. Yeah. But
I think it's also kind of a game that they kind of like understood now, like how their team is playing and how, you know, all their teammates are playing, getting that synergy together. It's more of like that adaptive learning thing I mentioned earlier, where they kind of like understand like the world plays out as the game goes on. And I hopefully that, you know, in the next game it does turn into like a much closer match without me to do a massive comeback. I mean, a massive comeback is amazing to see here, but it is a much riskier idea. And I mean, with this together, I wouldn't be surprised if Juicers gets a nice lead in the next game.
Yeah, I do agree, but now seems to be a 5v4 for MEOW. Trying to do their best. Most of them are hovering around the garage. Yang gets the pick off on oh, my settings are completely off.
Left.
Oh no, I didn't see who got the kill, but Yang with the kill, allowing Yang and Talib both getting a pick. Now it's a 1v4 for Beniper. You know, I would say it's kind of, this round would be over for Team MEOW, but this is Beniper we're talking about.
Spike planted.
He almost had it this last round, and let's see if he could redeem himself this time around. Now with Spike being recently planted, but seems like they all know he's in spawn. I would be terrified. Beniper with the dash right in hand gets the pick onto her Yang, allowing it to be there. Now it's a 1v3. Looking at his angle. Doesn't get detected by the dog, so they might think he have rotated. Notice the Talib's going onto the box, gets the wall bang, but now dashes up again. Time is ticking down. Swarmbot going down. Notices the sprig there, but doesn't see one behind it. Get that pick. Tying it up now, 10 to 10. Yeah,
it is 10 to 10. Just about 15 minutes ago, it was like 0-4. What an epic comeback from Juicers here.
Seems like Juicers is waking up, and it is just, it is very much so impressive to see. But I think Beniper being focusing a lot of attention, well, noticing the KJ first, and as he peeked out, did not catch the Sky rotating around boxes, and it was just one of those timings matter. And there's nothing much you could have done. But Rudy, trying to play a little bit more aggressive, trying to see if he can get an early pick. Gets the pick onto her Yang, but will alarm Juicer's teammate. And Beniper actually being close by, but will get picked off from Matrix. Soaring Flame will get picked off Mel. Now Soaring Flame with 2 in his hands. History Bit's able to get revenge for their teammates. Matrix making it now 1v2. But it seems to be very interesting. History Bit getting caught in the swirl, and Talib should be able to close it out. Ooh.
It was a very rough spot for History Bit there. Just getting caught right in the center of a gravity well. That's not fun. They knew exactly where History Bit was at, and it was just a complete wipe after that.
It happens. There's nothing much you could do there. But more importantly, seems like no timeout will be called for MEOW. So very interesting to see. Especially most of the time you do see like a timeout to be called out. Especially, you know, it is getting a little bit rough, but you know, it seems. But I maybe these players are thinking they still have it and they don't have to, you know, pause and like think, like, you know, use a timeout. They might want to save it, but seems like we are getting near match point for these teams. In favor for Juicer, but
It's definitely very close. But I am seeing here that everyone is playing way slower now. I think they realize that like this isn't going to be a wash for any of them. They had to actually try. They have to play very carefully. Every pick matters in these plays. But it seems like they're still testing limits. They're trying to see where they're all at. They want to see, hey, can we get like again for these people? It seems to be all about picks.
I've got your trail.
And with speaking of the picks, Hurrying will be able to get the pick off onto Mel, allowing Garage to open up a new opportunity to possibly go onto C site. And now with that pick, 3 from MEOW have rotated near C, but seems to be they're doing a split push. 2 onto A long and 2 onto B site. But with Spike going onto A, seems to be Rudy's just holding onto that angle onto A, and the call has been made for MEOW. Be able to rotate, but Rudy's able to hold his angle, gets the one, but Talbs gets the pick onto Rudy.
30 seconds
but Viper
left.
now on Heaven, trying with the operator, waiting for Smoke to go down to see if he could push out, but oh, the timing is horrible. Gets it, but doesn't matter. See Soaring Flame. See, notices 2 on site, but not able to do much. The Swarm bot.
One
She does
enemy
pick onto
remaining.
Heaven. Sam with the pick onto Talbs. He knows where it's
10
playing.
seconds
Less
left.
than 10 seconds on the spot. Spring is in a dire situation. Pete knows
Oh my god!
but Sniper holding onto that angle because they knew Sprig was a short and there's nothing much they could have done. Tying it up now 11 and 11. And I was right. This is the reason why they haven't called timeout, because they were to keep their composure and you know, calm down. They didn't need that timeout, and now it's tying it up, and possibly we might see an overtime here.
Yeah. But can we just talk about that Sova ult for a second? Oh my god, I was not ready for that to actually get a kill. I usually you just use it to zone. If it actually kills someone, that's like usually very lucky.
Get out of my way!
I was actually shocked when I saw that.
Yeah, especially but with that Sova, with that ult, it allowed them to, especially I believe it was just because of the fact that he knew like where he planted. But Mel getting picked off by Hurrying. Sniper, what? History fit. Sam gets the pick onto
Player standing.
Oh my god. This is insane.
This is a very chaotic fight. It's a 2v1 situation. Rudy now with
Spike
his ultimate
planted.
and a Vandal in hand, and Spike will be planted. Seems like there's not much to do, but I believe if I'm not with her Yang is with the knives out and Sky holding onto sight. Seems like they're looking at Garage, but Soaring Flame actually looking through it. No, it's what?
It's the headshot.
It's the headshot. Rudy not gonna fly.
Oh my god.
Very, very close, and now we're reaching match point, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to all this. If MEOW cannot win this round, they will. The map 1 will go into the hands of Juicers, and it is very much so close. But it is possible for an overtime right here, especially with the Omen ult and the KJ lockdown. But on the side of Juicers, we do have the KJ ultimate with the Fade Nightmare and the Astral Wall, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
I'm very excited. I honestly, if
It make it a lot more interesting. Getting the pick onto Talbs and backing out the Soaring Flame, trading it off and getting a pick on the Sniper. And Rudy with another kill onto Hurrying, making it now a 3v4. Mel activating the lockdown.
Double KJ ult.
That's actually very interesting. They both activated at the exact same time, so both of the teams will be going out, except for History, but because of that ultimate does not reach Heaven, they are safe. But while it seems like they will be anchoring onto site, Team Juicer will be rotating around. Mel putting a swarm next to door, expecting them to go to Garage, but it doesn't seem to be the pick right now. Sam just jump peeking, trying to see that information. He detects
You are divided.
noticing that one is there, but Juicer is activating that Astral Wall, trying to divide it between Garage and I think allowing their KJ to possibly go through Garage. But they're just hovering outside the door. Seems to be they're just trying to play with time and possibly try to catch Juicer off guard with the last 30 seconds. They know they have to go somewhere, they just don't know where, which is why Rudy's just kind of chilling in their spawn, waiting for the call to be made. But Sprig making the first person to push out onto site. Less than 50 seconds on the clock. Will get picked off by Sam, but
10 seconds
does that mean the call will be made? It's ready with the flash. We'll hear the spike go down.
One enemy remaining.
They don't have time! They didn't get it off!
Down A.
There's nothing Dangerous to do! They just have to stay alive, and they will! And allow overtime! But
That is
oh
Switching
my
sides.
goodness.
Overtime.
going for the bait on C site there. It was a good try, but they already knew that they already knew that everyone else was on A. They heard
I
them.
should
They
play
already
some
made their
Astral
noise.
Stars in this
It was
reality.
just a matter of playing for time, like you said.
It was
That'll work.
When you're on defense, you just play patient.
I think not only that, but I don't think they expected the Omen
That'll
to just be anchoring on Heaven. So once they heard, the footsteps going onto A, History Pit had the blind ready in hand to blind and just push down, especially with one of their teammates nearby. So very interesting for both sides of these teams. And
Rise
looks
and
like
bring glory.
seems like we're gonna be going overtime. And Hurrying buying the operator on defense, very bold play, especially since you will not have no shields. But
Bomb grenade out.
Sprig anchoring onto C site. Silver Dart will
Bomb
be picked off.
grenade
Does
out.
not get hit by that blind. And looks like MEOW will take on the site. Hurrying will be taken down. And looks like it'll be a free plant for them. Sprig gets the pick onto Mel. Gets another one onto History
Spike
Pit.
down, C.
And
Oh my
Rudy's able
God.
to trade it off.
One
Oh,
enemy
Matrix
remaining.
gets the one, gets the
Last
two, but
player
cannot
standing.
get a third.
You want to
making
play?
it a 1v1.
Let's
It's
play.
a 1v1 now.
It's a 1v1. Rudy holding his angle, half the operator, his ultimate at hand, trying to see where they might peek out, checking Garage. I don't think he's gonna see the fade.
He just doesn't know. He just doesn't know. Fade's already on.
Talbs has Spike. He doesn't have to go much. Rotating around, looking at Garage, but Rudy's looking everywhere. Will he look to the right side? Will he get the chance? He doesn't! He doesn't able to take his chance with the shot, and Talbs will be able to kill him off and making it to match
Switching
point.
sides.
But
Match
with
point.
the sides being rotated, it's not very looking good for MEOW, especially since they dominated on defense and they lost that half.
Yeah, things are looking pretty dire here. I really can't tell how this is going to turn out. It seems like both teams have a very nice play going. We saw a very nice push on C site just now. A very aggressive rush that almost seemed to work, but
Where are you?
it's up in the air. It's up in the air, folks.
It's up in the air indeed, and it looks like Team Juicer will be attempting to rush onto A site, possibly. Sniper holding the angle, does not get picked off by the Fade Dog. Able to pick out a pick, gets the pick onto
Spike
Sprig,
down
but Talbs is traded off. Rudy gets the pick on the Hurricane, will not be able to get the second one because Matrix kills them off. Now making it a 3v3. Seems like A site will be for the taking for Juicer. Mel holding the door. Not really much they could do right there. And will be able to pick it off. Soaring Flame gets a pick off to Mel. Very good, but Silver Drone is able to detect two of them on the site and know exactly where the positioning are at. And History Bit making their move, pushing on the site, gets the pick onto Matrix, gets the second one on
Player
point.
standing.
Talbs be able to trade it off. He goes off!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, if I was Tabs, I would be upset.
Unfortunate, honestly.
Switching sides. Overtime.
There's not much you could
They
say
talk as a
about that.
bowstring.
It was
The fight
just
demands
the
it.
ultimate, but I understand why you expect them to possibly be playing together and you ult, but oh, that ultimate cost them the round. But it is not that bad because we'll be going into overtime number 2 this time around. So let's see if both these teams learn from their mistakes.
Track them down.
Right. Let's see if, if they do get that rush, it really is just, pulling it down after that. It's not that complicated, but even then, it's stressful. Like knowing that these people they might pop out of nowhere. It's like when Sniper does get a very nice early pick, just like doesn't he's back in his team.
Give up.
Yeah.
Oh, but he gets shut down immediately.
Oh,
Last player standing.
What?
Spike down.
Oh my
A.
god, what just happened?
3 kills just came across the screen at the same time. But seems like MEOW will be able to take sight, making this a 2v1 against Sprig. Sprig is just coming through their spawn, and there's not much they could do. But MEOW doesn't have to play aggressive. With the Sova ultimate at hand, they could just wait for tap and just activate it. But Rudy's on site, making sure an anchor. So in case the ultimate does not work well, Rudy's able to get out the trade. But
Seems like Sprig just snuck by though.
yeah, Sprig checking sewers, doesn't check doesn't check box.
Does do a full clear.
One enemy
Oh,
See,
remaining.
see Sam.
shooting the bolt.
1v1
Still
situation.
gets spotted.
They're gonna defuse. They're holding on to it. They don't know Rudy's nearby.
Oh my goodness. He doesn't know. He didn't know. Oh.
Switching sides.
That was just
Match
unfortunate timing for Sprig. The moment they went to go clear A long, Rudy peeked out. If it would have just been a second later, anything could have happened. Sprig could have possibly killed Rudy. Rudy would have been able to clear off that round, but just very unfortunate timing. They held on to the defuse. They thought no one was A short.
Turret out.
Like,
don't know what to
just
say.
not full clearing that. I mean, I can't blame him, you know. But that was unfortunate timing, unfortunate spacing. But catching the Sova, shooting his bolt was just absolutely crazy to me. That was perfect timing. Caught him literally with his pants down is actually insane.
Indeed, but seems to be now Juicers on opposite spectrum now. Match point for MEOW, but Sprig will be able to get a pick off onto Rudy. Very great pick to start off this round, but seems like Juicer are hovering around A, trying to consider whether or not they want to commit to this or not. But with the Omen smoke down, seems like they are slowly pushing away. But with Beniper leaving C site, it is just clear for the taking. I think MEOW thinks it's going A. That might not be the pick.
One pick.
It was just one pick. The one pick just breaks it off. But now Sam realizing they might be rotating onto C site with the call being made to C. Seems to be a rush onto C. Taub's planning. Now the time will be starting. Now the time will be ticking. 45 seconds on the clock for them to be able to get the spike down. Matrix clear on the spike. Could not connect their bullets onto Sam. Will be taken out. 4v4 situation. Mel trying to clear off Garage. Notices the alarm clock. Able to get the pick. History bit gets the kill onto Soaring Flame. But now they'll be retaking the fight. Sam getting the pick. No,
Last
onto
player standing.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! Was that a great transfer from her?
I'm sorry. What
Switching
happened?
sides.
I thought they had that
Overtime.
retake. I saw 3 kills on the board. I was thinking, is that a spray transfer I see? Is that a spray transfer?
I want to replay.
I
Sadly,
want to replay that too. That was, I can't believe we missed that.
I'm speechless. I'm speechless.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's go.
I don't. I'm so confused on what to happen, but we gotta clear our mentals. You know, we gotta be like the players on MEOW. Clear our mentals, clear. You know, reset, and we gotta make sure they play well on this third overtime. That was just surprising to see, but seems like MEOW will be pushing out from playing around mid B.
Barely misses the headshot. He sees the Astra, but doesn't connect.
It seems to be a very, very interesting play from both of these teams. Just MEOW hovering around B site, trying to figure out what to do. The dog will be coming out from the juicers, be able to detect some of them are outside, but Sam will be returning the favor and using his drone to clear out Garage. We'll notice the turret, and they will be able to take it out. So it seems like MEOW might be committing to Garage site. Not yet. Beniper noticing Gang, but able to get away with it. Now they know that it's on C site. Beniper getting the pick onto Matrix. Huge opportunity for them. The smokes are down, making it a lot easier for them to to push onto site. But they still not committing. Less than 40 seconds on the clock. Soaring Flame using his flash to detect some
30
of them out.
seconds left.
Sprig getting the pick on
Spike
Sam.
down.
Will activate
Okay.
the spike is down. less than 25 seconds on the clock. While the picks are, while that pick was great from history, but Spike is long. There's not much they could do. They might have to be going for kills. Sniper, low, not much low.
10
Mel and
seconds
history
left.
pushing onto C site, to C long.
Last player
Sprig
standing.
be able to get the
One
pick onto
enemy
Mel, but it's
remaining.
traded. 1v1 situation. There's
Four
not much
seconds.
time. History has to get the pick, but I don't think there's enough time for it.
Oh, catches for Yang behind the wall.
Switching sides.
Very, very
Match
unfortunate. And now
Backs will be towards
we
at
are
least
back
one
to
of
match
us.
point for the favor of Juicers. You know, I mean, I could say, you know, anything could happen, which is actually true because anything could happen at this point. It's very hard to tell which team will be able to win this map. But oh my goodness.
I mean, like,
Fierce.
I would try to analyze as much as I can here, but honestly, just seeing both teams doing these very flashy but very clutch plays, it's just throwing me off. Like, we just had Hurriyang get a triple spray transfer like just a few minutes ago, and now we're over here seeing stellar performance here, awesome picks on Sniper here. It's just like, again, up in the air. We have no idea how this is gonna turn out. Like, anyone can pull out anything.
Yeah. But Rudy of pulling everything
Spike
off,
down,
gets the
attacker
3K.
spawn.
That is phenomenal seed. And that is actually something we
Placing
really
alarm
want
box.
if for the side of MEOW. But Sprig holding on to Spike, trying to, actually not holding on to Spike, trying to get the Spike, but Yang is able to get off the pick onto Sam. Very beneficial, but they know Rudy is near C long, so there's not much Sprig could do. Hoping for their teammate to help them out, especially now it's a 2v3, but with that Jet being low, Rudy just needs to get one good shot onto the Jet and it's over. But Yang being able to get the Spike down, and looks like Yang wants to challenge Rudy. That might not be the play.
Oh!
Actually, it is! Rudy,
Gets the headshot, a perfect heat.
Rudy gets taken
One
down.
enemy
History
remaining.
bit gets the pick onto Sprig, making it a 1v2. Less
30
than 30 seconds
seconds
on the
left.
clock. Yang has to figure out where they might be to go the opposite direction. It seems like they might be making the right call while making the call onto B site, while both History Bit and Mel are on C. But with less than 50 seconds on the clock, tapping the Spike. Gets the 1v2!
10 seconds left.
And that is over!
Attackers
game.
win.
That is game. Oh my god.
You guys
That is map 1, ladies and gentlemen. Bringing us 1-0 for the side of Juicers, and seems to be spicing up. I was not expecting was not expecting.
We're just shocked, honestly. Like I said, these people, they've been pulling out everything at the most random times. We have no idea. Just
Mhm.
amazing picks, amazing spray transfers twice now by Hurriyang. First with a triple, now with a double at the end. And
That
just thinking
was-
that before, it was Rudy that just got a triple kill right before that, putting him in that situation.
This is very chaotic indeed. And you know, remember how I said at the very beginning of the stream I was rooting for the underdogs?
Yeah.
I actually might be right this time. If, well, it seems to be the case. Am I saying MEOW, or like, you know, MEOW definitely can have this in the bag. You know, I think this map 1 could fuel them up and fire it up and tell them, you know, this is a free agent team. I rooted for the underdogs because they're a free agent. I thought they were a free agent, but I was wrong. The free agent team has a lot of synergy and a lot of, like, you know, able to work together, but seems to be the case. But looks like we are waiting for map 2 to start. It is Fracture, so if I'm not mistaken, that is MEOW's pick.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's gonna be I wouldn't say difficult per se for defense, given that there's literally 4 ways you can rush this map. But like, honestly though, just given the last game and the synergy I've been seeing from Juicers, like I think that they can definitely like pull together, just be those star underdogs like you've been saying.
Mm-hmm.
And
And-
with these massive plays, I was not prepared for this. I really wasn't.
I wasn't prepared for this either. You know, that's the beauty of these summer student series games, is that you think it's all like, for fun, but they feel like a VCT match. They feel very intense and they could go the distance. And we clearly saw right there, it went the distance. 16-4 for the first map. I was not expecting it, but looks like we'll be heading over onto to Fracture very soon. Very excited to see this map play out, but now we get to see these teams pick it out and see what might be chosen for both of these sides, and it seems like Beniper is locking into that raise. Very interesting. What are your thoughts on what we might show up? Do you think Rudy? I was gonna say, do you think Rudy's gonna get on that chamber again? But I don't think so.
I don't know. The going chamber, I mean, in a few instances did work, but I did notice there were a lot of ults that just didn't work out the way he had hoped, and really, I think switching to Jet might be a nice play by him, given his aggressive playstyle, as well as Beniper. Like, they're both very aggressive players, what I've seen so far, and I think going Jet and Raze will definitely help get those nice pushes, get a better, I guess, rush in, because, again, Chamber is more defensive. Like, you don't really want to play too aggressive with them unless you can get those very nice headshots, which is kind of difficult with how Juicers is playing. They're trading right back. They're getting awesome headshots at the same time. It's more about who can get it first. And with a Vandal, you're gonna catch that headshot first.
I definitely agree, and very interesting from the MEOW side.
Choose your agent.
No, KJ is actually showing up, and it's actually very unique to see a team not play KJ on Fracture, especially with KJ's ultimate being so powerful on the B site. Just for attackers, especially for attackers, you could just go underneath it and just activate your lockdown, and there's not much you could do, especially since Juicer does not have no brim, which means there's no way of destroying it. Very interesting play indeed to see, but looks like we are going to be heading into map 2. I am excited. Are you?
I am definitely very excited. I feel like both teams have definitely warmed up at this point. I think Juicers, they definitely are in their A game at this point. I think that with a brand, I mean, I did see that they did have pretty much the same characters other than switching to Cypher and Viper. But I do think that now that they're warmed up, this might be way closer. They're not going to get beat so easily. Even up this round, no matter what, I think they can definitely take this win. But of course, we have to give credit where credit's due. I am seeing that MEOW has been getting these amazing opening plays, and if they can get these nice picks, they might be able to destabilize Juicers enough to, get this dub.
Yeah, but it looks like with MEOW starting on defense, it's going to be very interesting to see how this will play out. If we got to remember, it's 1-0 for the Juicers, and if they win Fracture, it is match point indeed. But Beniper getting the pick onto Matrix, very huge opportunity for MEOW. It looks like he'll be backing up, doesn't want to overheat as much, and seems like it was onto site. Yang tries to get a pick off the Beniper, but does not get much done. Yes, taken down really low, but will be healed up by that Sky, and seems like Juicer will be taking their time and might want to reconsider, taking on B site, but something that they actually might consider doing. Looks like most of Juicer will be rotating, and it's a rotation indeed. Most with 3 on A site, Juicer will be able to allow this to take place. But Smart activated now. MEOW knows that they're a 2 pick onto the Ghost. For them, able to get that 2K, something extremely worth. And I think that was possibly a wall bang together, maybe a collateral. I don't know.
30 seconds left.
I'm pretty sure that was a collat. Honestly,
that might be a collat. But now with that 2K, Juicers just said screw it.
Rotate it over.
They went it back. They said, you know what? We're gonna rotate back onto A site with less than 50 minutes on to plant. They will be able to get it down, but
10
now
seconds
seems to be
left.
a retake for MEOW, and it's gonna be possibly an easy retake depending on
Last player standing.
and it will
Get those last 2 kills.
Yeah, seems to be, the 2v5, but this is something similar that happened last time. They started off with getting that spike down just because they need that eco for the money, and they lost, and that's usually it's something similar. I don't know if something similar that happened last map. I don't know if we're actually going to see it again this time around for map 2 because it's a new map, a new story, a new agent. Anything can happen, but it's very interesting to see, especially since looks like Juicers will not be out. They will be possibly doing a light buy, except for Matrix. They will be buying that sheriff, and meanwhile MEOW will be, of course, buying this one nice round, so they have a little bit of money to spend, especially to secure this second round.
Right, with this weapon advantage, I do think that it'll definitely help jumpstart them into the game because, again, like, they're dealing with a free agent team. Not only
Yikes. One down.
almost gets the third. Did he get a third? Oh,
He gets the knife! He doesn't know.
One enemy
The
remaining.
Cypher's nearby. Sam's able to help him out. Oh my goodness. Now, is this
Going
Rudy
in,
4K?
going for it.
Rudy cannot get the finish off the kill. He gets off, and Sniper will be able to get the kill onto Sprig, and allowing this map to secure round number 2. That is just incredible.
Yeah, and like I was saying before, switching to Jet might have been the play for him because, again, he's very aggressive. He goes for those big epic plays. He's dashing in, trying to get those shots in, and he is landing them.
I agree. And now seems to be the play of Juicers will have their money to buy. So it seems like a possibility that Juicers could change the chance of how the story will play out. Will it be a third round for MEOW, or will it be a 2-1 for the Juicers?
Well, see, I'm thinking this could be a 2-1. I mean, before I know that I'm pretty sure it was the last game where once Juicers got their guns, they actually started popping off. That's when they started going attack. So now they realize we don't buy early, we go for the advantage. We rush those. Even if we lose, we save up for those. And it seems like it's starting to pay off.
Her Yang getting to pick onto Sniper, very big opportunity, and looks like they have the entirety of B site on their own and might be able to get a free plant off here. But Rudy missing almost all his knives, and but it doesn't matter because Mel will be able to get the pick off onto Matrix with Spike down, making this a 4v4. Very big opportunity for them. Mel spraying on top of Heaven, trying to do their best to Mel Tower. Able to get the pick onto Sprig. Soaring Flames able to get the pick onto Rudy. Sam, very big
One
opportunity.
enemy remaining.
With the third onto Mel, it's a 2v1 situation. They know where Taubes is at. No, they know where History Pit's at. The crossfire is happening. History Pit just goes.
And the crossfire wins. The crossfire wins there.
Crossfire wins. Gets the pick onto Soaring Flame, but with Taubes just near A site. Just A main, B main, I'm sorry. There's not much they can do. And
there you go. 2-1. They got their guns and they took the win. Like,
they did.
They got it together.
But I will say it's not much, especially it does not matter as much as it was their bonus round, and you know, it on paper it was projected for MEOW to win because they had the better weapons, you know, with shotguns, slingers, and marshals. There's not much on paper, there's not much you can do. But you can do stuff with the operator. Rudy getting the pick onto her Yang. Very big kill. And might be forcing Juicy to rotate out. But Sniper holding the close angle with the shotgun. Will get detected by the Sky Dog. And the grenade just to back it up. And we'll get the pick onto Matrix. Very big opportunity indeed for them. Soaring Flame will get the pick onto the Mel, and the crossfire between History Bit and the Sniper is right there. And then History Bit opening the door, trying to see if they could get their attention onto the Brim instead of the Raze, but won't be the case. And Juicer might be rotating back onto B side, especially with Soaring Flame clearing it out. But once Spike goes down, MEOW will be able to rotate heavily, but Sniper is on the flank. I don't know if he's going to be able to rotate in time to catch someone off guard. Notices his Pipron will jump over it. Very big indeed. So they think their flank is covered, but it's not really.
Exactly where.
Great coming out. We'll notice Sniper will be able to get that kill. and making now a 2v3 situation. History Pit
Molly.
knows someone up is in tower, able to molly it off,
Last
but
player
we'll get
standing.
caught by that tripwire, and we'll be able to kill the Cypher, deactivating the tripwire, now making it 2v1. Only 11 HP, cannot do much because Talbs will go down from tower and spot them out. Very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed for MEOW. I mean, there's not much you could do on the side of History Bit. I wouldn't have expected someone to go from tower to arcade just to spot them in generator, but it happens.
Yeah, and not just that, just having low health is not great either. You're one shot, like anything, like you just get hit by a rock and you're down. So definitely very unfortunate, but that does bring the game to a tie now. Seems like the
Yes.
comeback I predicted is coming into play.
Yes, 2v2. It's a 2-2 situation with the sky flash not really detecting anyone. So will detect Rudy this time around. They just might slowly back up, especially with that grenade being popped.
Where are you?
With Fade Eyes coming into play now, looks like they'll be able to see that no one is around that corner. Dogs coming out. We'll be able to detect Sam is on Sand, but will be picked off by Matrix, allowing them to push onto Sand. He might not see anyone in this row. Great gets to pick onto History Bit, but Rudy does not get detected.
Spike
Gets the
down
one kill.
A.
Gets the second.
Oh my god!
Cody! Oh, does he get the? I think that was
No,
second.
I
No.
could not tell. I
could not tell.
do, but still.
It's Rudy. It's really hard to tell. That man is very
One
is
enemy
a phenomenal
remaining.
player, but he will get the third right there. Then he does get the third, but seems to be a
Last player standing.
Albs get the pick out to Melts and now to 1v1. Rudy with only a rifle in hand, while a pistol in hand. That little sheriff could it be strong enough to beat that Vandal?
30
Albs
seconds left.
trying to clear through through their spawn, but I think Rudy might be able to hear it out. He sees it, but could not be able to connect the shots before Talbs does. And Juicer could be able to win this round out. Very, very good on the Juicer side. Just
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Honestly, Ruby getting a triple kill with just a sheriff is absolutely phenomenal. I would definitely not be able to do the same thing in my game.
Yeah. Not only that, but also I believe it was a light buy for them. So, just getting 3 kills with the sheriff just destroys their eco a lot and allows them to have a little bit more opportunity. But it seems to be the knife might possibly come out from the side. Damn, they will be able to pick onto her gang and will back out, trying to make sure they do not die. But very big opportunity for the side of MEOW, opening that door to hopefully securing this round. But Juicer playing calm and collected. They will be rotating onto B site. You know, just don't want to do as much damage as they can. They will see the Fade Eyeball be popped onto being thrown onto B site. Very interesting plays from Juicers because they're kind of not pushing onto B. They're just kind of hovering in their spawn. I don't know what to say. I really don't.
They're just playing the waiting game once again, honestly.
Yeah.
Trying to, test the mentals again, see if they can pull out some sort of reaction out of the defense there.
Yeah, but with Sam anchoring onto A site, I don't think that's possible. And with his activating his stun, be able to push him back a little bit, allowing his team to regroup a bit. The Sniper holding on to
30
the drop
seconds
in.
left.
Might be able to get the pick onto Soaring Flame. But does that allow him to help his team out? 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds on the clock. Rudy will be going down. The Viper ult goes down, but will be taken out by Rudy's knives. Less than 50 seconds on the clock. They need to push off the site. I don't think he's gonna push. Talbs gets a pick
10
off the
seconds
Sniper,
left.
but they
One
gotta do
enemy
something now.
remaining.
Mel gets a pick up.
Spike
Brig.
down A.
3v1 will not matter. Mel securing this round. Oh my goodness. If I was Juicer, I would be very upset.
Yeah, it's coming in now. I think they
Yeah.
need a moment to recover from that.
That is something. That round was very chaotic, and I think Juicers need to keep their composures and be calm and collected, because with Rudy's knives taking out that Viper pit mid ultimate was very massive, because not only did it allow them to secure that round, but it also tells them it also denied the Viper from even having that ultimate down and wasting it. So now they have to build it up once more to just even being able to use it, and that's such a very bad opportunity. And you know, honestly, I don't know what Juicers might be thinking right now.
I wouldn't know what to think there either. I mean, just staying calm and just going for those picks seems to be the play, but that seems to have not worked as well for Juicers recently. It seems like in like this past round, maybe past 2 rounds, it's turned more into like just waiting out MEOW here is just wasting time. Like, if anything, they should probably get like a consolidated push and just clear out sight and get the plant down like they did before.
Yeah, but hopefully just the timeout will be able to help them out and be able to recuperate
Get
and
out of my
regain all their
way.
composure. But looks like we'll be able to site.
Sleep.
Talb's being able to get the pick onto Rudy. A little bit scrappy from Talb's side, and a little bit sprayed there, but works out for them.
I know
No,
exactly
moving on the
where
site.
you are.
Hiding near boxes will be detected by the Cypher ultimate. And Mo will have to be backing out, hurrying onto site, trying to stay alive right here, especially with that, with the molly from the brim. Might be a possible free
Cage
plant to the side of Juicers, but I literally couldn't stop my composure because I looked at map and I was really confused. They are rotating to A. I'm sorry, what? Very interesting play indeed.
I guess a nice Bane switch does catch them off guard. I mean, we have seen a lot of very fast rotations in a few of these rounds from MEOW here when they're on defense. So
Yeah.
I think they caught on to that. I think Juicers have caught on to that idea, and now they're just trying to break their ankles.
But I'm just very confused on that, especially since while the main switch really worked, there is no one. They are playing all A main. I would expect, at least with the amount of time they had, they could have rotated someone
Face
to
your
drop.
fear!
Especially with Benipe getting the kill, pick onto the Soaring Flame, into Talbs. History Bit going for the defuse. Maynard's getting the pick onto Mel, but History Bit is just holding on to that. Literally, with the amount of noise being made, they don't even know that they're defusing and be able to get the pick and get the 2 kills. That I don't think that was the correct move from Juicer.
I mean, getting the rotation was probably the right call, but playing all on A main was definitely not conventional at the very least. It was definitely very strange, and then watching MEOW just all rush from the exact same angle was kind of funny to look at, but also it was also, again, kind of unconventional, and I did not expect that to work. It was almost like they knew they were all in A main or something. That's what it felt like.
More than likely, they probably cleared out drop, but we couldn't see it. But seems to be turning, not trying to clear out Arcade and Tower, but will get picked off by Rudy. Now Sprig is just holding that angle, knowing for the fact that they are just there. And the Viper Wall coming out, Rudy will be able to see them, but miss the shot. Very bad opportunity for them. And Sprig slowly going through Tower. Rudy getting the pick off the Maynard. Very, very bad with that booster, but with Sprig kind of climbing through Tower, I don't think he noticed. They are there. Beniper gets the pick off the Tower. Very bad opportunity. Gets a 1.
Player standing.
Gets the 2.
Gets the 2. Gets the 3. That was such a sneaky play, allowing the team making it go from a possibly losable round to winnable 2v1 situation. But with Spike being down on A long, there's not much they could do, and they know they are on site. Sprig has to play very cautiously with Sam and Beniper being nearby, but it's very hard to tell, especially with
30 seconds
Sam
left.
coming from Arcade and Beniper holding down A main. Sprig has to do something and has to get one of the kills before they both engage together. Sprig trying to clear onto site, doesn't know what to do, but there's less than 20 seconds on the clock. They have to make a move right now. They either have to grab the spike or they have to kill both of them.
10
Sprig,
seconds
less
left.
than 10 seconds on the clock. We'll be running.
One enemy
Will we not be able to get
Ooh,
the pick?
Gets the 4th kill, but just straight up, it was crossfire. It was a bad position.
It was just very unfortunate timing indeed. I believe Sprig, while getting the pick off Sam, because of the footsteps they had to make, Beniper was able to rotate fast, or was able to peek out fast enough and be able to get the kill, especially because Sam drew the attention from Sprig, but now tying this up, now taking this to 5-3. Very good play from Team MEOW.
Things are looking very close here. I mean, if we look at the scoreboard here, it seems like the way this is going, seems like both teams just they get a streak and then something happens and then like it goes to the other team for a few rounds. And I'm waiting to see what that comeback is. I'll turn back. I mean, obviously that's probably not how it's gonna work out, but it seems to be the trend so far, and I think that's what I'm gonna kind of be making my bets with.
Yeah, especially I think the trend also starts off with Rudy getting a kill at the very beginning of the round, which he does this time around, getting the kill onto Matrix. So allowing MEOW to have another increasing their chances of holding onto these sites.
Flash out.
Seems like if Sam is onto a site, they'll be able to throw trade eyeball, but they won't be able to detect who exactly is where. So Rudy getting the pick onto her Yang. Opens up the increases the opportunity, but Talb's getting the pick onto Rudy.
Nasty headshot with the sheriff.
Very nasty indeed, but Juicer has to be making the play at some point, trying to figure out where they want to go. History bit spraying through those doors. Because Sam with the operator getting the pick onto Talbs. I see you, Sam. Same Dog will be clearing out ropes, not be able to detect anyone there. But History bit sees Soaring Flame, but Soaring Flame sees them first and be able to kill them off. 2v3 situation for Juicer, and Juicer might be rotating away closer to site. I thought it was away from site, but it's closer. Sam holding that angle with the operator. We'll get the pick onto Sprig. Won't be able to get the third! That is phenomenal gameplay from Sam. That is something you love to see for the side of MEOW. A 3K on the operator, and of course returning it back to the owner, which is Rudy. That is phenomenal play from Sam. That is something you love to see, especially since, you know, I thought they were going to rotate onto B site, but I guess not.
They didn't have time. Like, you checked the clock, they had like 20 seconds. They were not running over to B side. They had to rush that immediately, and that's what they tried doing. Unfortunately, they didn't cross through at the same time. They didn't realize, actually, I think they forgot Sam picked up the operator, and to find an operator, you need to rush it.
Yeah. I didn't even notice time was off, but Beniper making no time of the waste. Will be giving the first pick onto Soaring Flame. And will be throwing off the grenade, but I don't think doesn't get the kill onto Matrix. Almost does, but Matrix barely dodges it. Looks like Juicer is kind of split at this very moment. 2 on Arcade and 2 in their spawn. Looks like they're trying to play the waiting game, but I don't think it has worked out in their favor, especially with Beniper getting the pick onto Matrix. But looks like her angle will be detected, and Beniper getting the third. Very, very bad for the side of Juicer. Talbs in Arcade trying to see how much they could do, but with Beniper nearby, they don't want to make a very bad decision. They're trying to make sure every decision they make now is calculated, especially since it's just 2 of them. But with Sprig and Talbs just separated, both on the opposite side of the maps, there's nothing much they could do. Beniper gets the pick on the Talbs. Sadly, we couldn't see it, but this begs the question: are they going to let Beniper get the ace? I don't know.
That's the first thing I thought of. That the second I saw that 4K show up, I was thinking, are they going to give him the ace? Because honestly, I think they are. He's running it down. He's trying to find.
He's running it. Beniper's running it.
He's looking for it.
Rudy is holding onto that angle. Beniper is like, he's like 50 seconds on the clock. I have to find this man. Oh no! All right,
10 seconds left.
I don't think he's ready. Oh, he backs out at the last second. Oh my god.
Beniper, go back. Beniper,
go back. Get the ace. Okay.
Oh no. A win for the Juice, win for the MEOW, but a little L in my heart.
We'll sad not to see that ace show up on my screen, but it happens, you know. Play it safe. It's a tournament, you know.
It is, but it would have been nice to see the ace. It would have been nice to him to get that ace, but it happens. He might get another opportunity later on this match. This entire series has been extremely chaotic, so anything could happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, let's say someone else gets an ace instead. Honestly, that would really be shocking.
Ooh. Stun comes out from the breach, allowing them. Talbs on ropes. Oh no, is he gonna get caught off?
Oh, he does get caught off.
He was caught off guard. His pants was down, and Beniper took the opportunity to get the kill. But seems like Meanwhile,
planted.
Tal's distracting them. Meow with him on ropes. Looks like Juicer was able to take on a site. Looks like it's gonna have to be reaching for the side of Meow. Sniper pushing in with his ultimate on the side. Sees him! Oh!
Double rocket! Oh my god!
One enemy
Down.
remaining.
Oh no!
No.
He's not getting out of age there.
But they know it's there, and Sniper gets another 4K. This man is on
Absolutely.
fire.
Absolutely phenomenal, honestly. Like, I thought man was crazy on Jet. No, his raise
Last
is
round
something
in the
else.
half.
It is something else completely. This man is on fire this map, and I wouldn't be shocked if, you know, he helps his team take this to a map 3, because oh my goodness. But we are reaching the last round of the first half. Do you think we might be getting an 8-4 half or 9-3 first?
Ooh, honestly, I'm thinking 9-3, especially with Vanaper. Ray can't catch that pick. Honestly, I'll make my final decision after we see how this fight goes out. If Vanaper falls, I might be thinking 8-4.
You can't do that. That's a little bit cheating.
Okay,
That's cheating.
Okay, I guess.
Spike down.
He
Attacker
gets the pick
spawn.
onto Spring. Nice pick for Matrix. Matrix will be able to trade it off and gets the second one onto Mel. That is something we don't like to see. Sam, not Sam. History gets the pick onto Hurricane. But Sniper pushing out onto their spawn, trying to hunt them down. With Cypher ultimate activated, they know exactly where they're at. And with B Cypher the taking, it will now be a 2v3 situation. I believe the ultimate from Brim is coming down, and it does. Gets the pick onto Soaring Flame, making it a 2v2. But with Viper's Pit now on there, there's not much they can do. They know one is in their spawn. They know where everyone is located. But the question is, can the Viper stay
One
alive
enemy
long
remaining.
enough? And it doesn't. History Pit gets the pick onto Matrix. Now getting off the defuse.
Last player standing.
Oh, the History Pit. Oh!
Not even sweat.
History Pit. You
There, take them!
up. This
Switching
is bringing us to an
sides.
8-4 half. You should. If you should have said 8-4.
I
thought
really
it was-
should have. I mean, I did say 9-3 first, so I'll have to stick with that. All right, I'll be fair. All right, I'll take my L on that one. But honestly, no, that was absolutely crazy. A perfect double kill for the clutch there was absolutely phenomenal. And
Yeah.
just like I think they realized that Sniper's just gonna kill everyone, so let's just not play like over here. Like once they saw him, they immediately ran. I find that so funny. It's like they had such a Sniper has such a mental effect on everyone on the side of I'm sorry, I forgot.
Meow.
Juicers.
Meow. There's no goosers.
Juice.
Juicers. Oh, juicers. I heard
Yeah.
goosers. My bad. Sorry.
No,
sorry.
Juicers.
There's so many teams, you know. Some of the words mix up, but I will say I definitely do think it would have been a nice research if Sniper didn't look at what's it called, a canteen instead of looking at canteen instead of generator. But speaking of Sniper, Rudy, his teammate
Spike
is actually getting a
planted.
2K with Sniper getting the opening pick. So look, and with Spike is down, seems like Meow wants to take the revenge and wants to secure this pinch around.
Bam.
Talb's getting the pick
Last
onto Rudy.
player
Nice
standing.
headshots. Misses though. Oh,
Sam will be trading it out. It's a 1v4 for Sprig. It's gonna be very interesting to see what they do, especially with the flash available for them. They could pop the flash and allow them to go onto site, but seems like they know exactly where they're at. So I'm not sure what Sprig wants to do here.
I
History
mean,
bit.
Saving is kind of not the greatest idea, but gets the
Oh,
nice.
gets the pick onto Sprig, but Sniper will be able to trade it off and making the scene 9-4 half. Very, very good indeed for
Meow. here.
Meow. Yeah. They have, I believe, but I mean, just because you win pistol doesn't mean it makes a difference. You know, anything could happen. It's very interesting to see what Juicer might do to help secure the round and secure, especially this second round. I don't think they're buying. I do not recall if they bought, but Sniper clearing onto generator. There's not anyone there with the judge in hand. Someone playing on tower, backing up. Rudy getting the pick onto Talb, and Sniper, not Sniper. Rudy getting the pick onto Solar Flame as well. Seems to be very much a big takeover onto B site for MEOW, and Yang and Sprig just trying to do their
planted.
best. Trying to see what they could do. In my opinion, if I was Juicer, I would try to take out as many guns as I can.
Last player standing.
Right. But it seems like Yang does get caught out going for that kind of play. But I'm not sure Sprig wants to save, but I mean, not much to save. He wants to go for it, but
yeah,
it does catch him.
It does. Yeah, but seems to be now with a 10-4 half, MEOW will first reach the double digits, which is very much so in much. Wow, English is very difficult at this time of night.
Yeah.
But it is very much so in the favor of MEOW, especially with the double digits. However, it is the buy round for the Juicer, so let's see how this works.
Yeah, I have seen that, you know, once again, their guns, they go crazy. And I don't expect things to change here, but to be fair, this time they are on defense, so it might be a bit hard because, again, these aggressive plays from the Sniper and Ruby, they seem to be working. They get those early kicks and they just take over. Yeah, just take them out. Oh, but I get straight off that history hit.
Very, very phenomenal. Indeed, the trade is what you need, and with Yang just kind of anchoring onto site right now, there's not much they can do. Dash is gone, they cannot retreat. Gets the pick onto Beniper, but history pick again will trade it off, and seems to be an entirety of A site cleared for MEOW, but they're taking their time, making sure they don't overheat and possibly lose any fatalities that is not necessary. But Sam holding the angle onto Soaring Flame will be able to get the pick off onto him, and we'll be able to send it off just to make sure that it's clear for him. But Talb breaking off the trip. They know he's there.
Bring them down.
Dogging it out, trying to see. He's kind of in a pinch moment.
Standing.
History Bit gets a third kill onto Talbs, and this is History Bit's round. 3 kills in this very much so moment. 2 of them are great. One is phenomenal, but Sam will be able to close it out, making it 11-4.
Yeah, I will say that once I saw that Ruby and Beniper went down, I was thinking, I mean, the top guys are down. I mean, not to say that the rest of the team can't do anything, but I mean, it was kind of up in the air at that point. We haven't seen History Bit, Mel, or Sam do any flashy plays, but that was their time to shine. And you know, they showed us that, hey, yeah, we're part of this team too. We can get kills like the rest of our team. And honestly, I'm very happy to see that everyone is contributing just fine.
In my personal opinion, I don't even think those 3 need to make the flashy plays. They just need to. They are just strong on their own, and we've seen them throughout this series that they can get kills. I mean, Beniper is getting the 2K right off the bat to start it off, but like I was saying, I think the History Bit, Mel, and Sam play very crucial roles of supporting the team and helping them out as they can. You know, without them, I truly think Beniper and Rudy is going to be able to go as chaotic, but even then, they can get the pick. Beniper holding on under in the smoke, waiting for Swordplay to come out. Get trades out! Oh no, he swaps his gun! Switches his gun! There's not much you can do!
Finished.
Spring gets the kill onto Rudy, activating the dogs. They are out. They're going to be hunting down the 3 on the site. Well, 2 actually. 2 on the site. Soaring Flame gets the pick out to Mel. Splash comes out. Sam's able to get the trade off, but now it's a 1v2 situation. Sprig have the Guardian in hand. They have to do something in off. They cannot get the kill off with Sam, and it will be bringing us to match point. It's very much so likely that
point.
you might be getting a map 3 unless the choosers can pull something out of the page book, out of the little strategy book that they have.
It's looking a little dire, but I mean, honestly, if they, like, you know, kind of slow down and get their composure together, they might be able to pull something back like they did last time. It was really close, but again, they are still 1-0. It doesn't kill them to lose this game. They can always win the 3rd match, but if they if they can, they're gonna go towards this one as well. Close it out for this week's match.
Especially indeed. However, Talbs is wanting to fight that, getting the pick on the History Bit, but Mel would trade it out. Rudy going onto tower, trying to clear it out, but with towers clear, it seems like it might be an entire rush onto B site, but Yang flanking around. Matrix does not get the kill onto Beniper, so it's a 3v3, but now it's a 2v3 with Beniper getting to pick onto Soaring Flame. Yang trying to do the best. Spots Canteen, Rudy and Canteen not be able to trade off Sam, and Sam closing it out. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going to map 3.
Oh my god, we actually did end up going to map 3.
My prediction is coming alive to some degree. Now, now this is the part of the night where I get very scared because if I'm right, my friends will hate me. But if my friends win, I'll be happy for them. But then my prediction's wrong, so I'll be sad. So it's very much so.
You can also count it as like a win-win. If your friends win, their friends win. But if they don't, well, your prediction's right. You can think of it
Yeah.
that way too. But
True.
this has been looking very close. I'm really not sure how Juicers will pull this back, and I do think that having Beniper switch to Raze and letting Rudy take over on Jet really did help with their offensive plays. Because I mean, honestly, what I felt like happened was at the beginning of this, I think those two kind of argued who's playing Jet, and then they decide, I'll have Beniper play first and see how that goes, and then we'll switch after and see what happens. And that everyone else seems to also be doing their part, playing support just fine, helping the rest of the team pop off. Like if they can go crazy, the rest of the team doesn't have to make those flashy plays, like you said.
I definitely do. I do say like while Beniper and Rudy are the stars, we cannot forget the other 3 on the team. They have their moments, especially with history, but I believe on the second to last round, getting that 3K, 2 of the trades, and then getting another kill as they pushed out onto A main. But very phenomenal indeed. But I think we'll be heading on to map 3 very, very soon. It will be Bind, if I'm not mistaken. Not Bind, Split. Bind was banned.
Split, okay.
Yeah. So very, very much so good in the hands of MEOW, I think. I think MEOW picked Fracture, now thinking about it. If I recall, I think MEOW did pick Fracture. So it makes sense as to why it was so map dominated. And then I think Haven was picked for Juicers, which is very interesting. But with Bind, no, it's not Bind, Split. Oh my god, yeah, Split is the map. I'm getting so confused.
Right.
Yeah. It's late over here. I'm a little bit hungry, so like my brain capacity is going up and down every now and then.
I mean, like, we're here to have fun, enjoy the game, let them do the work and actually getting the kills, getting the wins. We're just here, kicking back, enjoying this moment we have with these people, watching
Yeah.
their plays, watching the synergy come into play here. As it seems like, I think Meow has figured out their counter. They figured out what they need to do to counter. Um, I cannot think. I can't think either.
No, I'm not laughing.
Producers, there you go.
I took a quick peek in our chat. I have to say this. Sam has put up a poll, and he put up a poll for who is the GOAT, and the only 2 options are Sam and Sam. Oh my god. That is the most funny thing I've ever seen. Sam, I love you, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna have to pick Sam here.
Actually, I'm
Sam.
gonna retaliate. I'm gonna choose the 3rd option, which is not voting. Why? Because I don't want to be biased. I don't want to hurt Sam's feeling or Sam's feeling, and frankly, I don't want to see them hurt. I don't want to see my friends hurt, their feelings hurt because I didn't vote for them. So it just happens. But we're currently waiting for map 3 to start very, very soon. I think I think one of the players had to go use the bathroom, so very, very much so a waiting game for us now. But as we wait for Split, do you think we might see any wacky heroes or compositions come out, or are we just gonna see a classic Split comp?
I think honestly, with the way things have been going, I think a classic comp is probably expected. But
Mhm.
I mean, remember Rudy picked Chamber the first game. We have to remember that part, and he might whip out something else. We don't know what anyone else is thinking. We also saw an Astra the first game, which was also a bit unconventional from my book. But
Yeah.
honestly, I'm thinking of more traditional composition might work here,
Mhm.
especially in the favor of Meow, because it seems like they do have their strategy together. They have their fraggers and then have the support. Whereas for Juicers, they seem to be trying to get picks and just seeing what works.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not recalled, Split is very much so popular for the Viper competitions with Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I know. I'm gold 3, so I don't have much information.
I'm still unranked actually,
Oh
so
my,
I.
we need to get you a rank, buddy. We need to get you a rank. But
All right.
we are in the loading screen for Split, and we will be having Sage and Raze possibly be picked for the side of Meow, while on the attacking side, we have Reyna, Viper, and
Ooh.
Brim. So, they're not locked in, so we don't really know if they're actually going to be it, but
Thing you're talking about right now, but honestly, I did predict that Reyna might be picked this game. Reyna is very nice at those aggressive plays, being a very fantastic duelist. It seems like Rudy is going for Astra this time.
Rudy, I mean, Astra on Split is not a bad choice, especially how this map is very much so close cornered. Just having that wall helps out a lot, especially with her Astra stars. They help out a ton, but we will see the first pick. Yang just be locking in that Jet. They are a Jet player, and to be honest, if it ain't broke, don't fix. They've been playing phenomenal this match. Maybe not for map 2, but map 2 I think was heavy sided
Choose your
for
agent.
Team Meow.
No, they did pick it after all, so they definitely had some sort of. They probably did have some sort of strategy there.
Interesting play. So now we are seeing this now, and it looks like we have History Bit coming off of the Smokes roll and allowing Rudy to play Smokes while they will be on the Raze, which Raze on this map is very good. Raze is able to is able to move quickly around the maps with her satchels, and just makes it interesting. But seems like we'll be having Fade, Jet, Cypher, Reyna, and Brim to the side of Juicer.
Okay.
Yeah, technical difficulties on our side of productions, but you guys want to see it, so that's why we were quiet. I mean, we could have just been thinking of who could have won this map, so either or. So it looks like we'll be heading on over to. Looks like we'll be starting this first half very soon. Are you excited for this?
I'm always excited. I mean, of course, like you can't say that you aren't rooting for one team. I honestly, for me, I'm thinking Meow is gonna close it out, but anything can happen.
Sniper getting the first pick on the Soaring Flame, trying to
Spike
deny
down B.
you wanting Juicer's the win. He gets
God.
a 3K. He has a 3K right now. Fade being extremely
One
low.
enemy remaining.
He gets the 4th. Is
Or
he
is
actually gonna get his
getting
ace?
the ace? Is he gonna get it?
Is History gonna deny?
Oh, History Bit steals the ace.
It
Ooh.
happens. It
It
happens.
does happen. It does happen.
But I will say this man has 3 4Ks almost in a row at this point. Like, there is an ace just with his name on it, just waiting
around the corner.
It is just waiting around the corner. But that is the beauty of Reyna. Reyna is one of those duelists that allows you to be a little bit more selfish, a little bit more aggressive. Being able to help your team out most of the time, but not as much.
Watch
But-
and learn.
Yeah, but now seems like we're gonna be having Juicers heading on over to a site. Smokes might be coming down very soon, or not. They might be waiting a bit, especially with the Sky Dog possibly detecting them. Hits her Yang dashes out, trying to see any info, but doesn't see anyone. We'll see the Sky on top of a ramp, so we'll be trying to peek it out again. Doesn't see anyone close by. Mel holding on a near angle. Goes angle near that A main entrance, but not much will be heard. We'll be popping that flash.
Blinded.
We'll be able to know that know that people are there, but not how many. So very good opportunity for Meow. But Sprig making noise on B site, trying to possibly just pull people out. But Mel, very close call.
Ooh.
Does not survive the second one. Rudy onto the pick,
Taking that back.
onto the Brim. Very huge opportunity for them. But with History Bit onto the pick to Cypher, it's a huge opportunity for the team to play.
Spike planted.
Taubes gets picked off by Sam, And while Spike is down, it numbers advantage is huge for the side.
One
now.
enemy
Rudy
remaining.
getting the pick onto her, and
Double kill. Oh my
closing
God.
it out onto the side of MEOW. Very, very good for
We defend this
MEOW.
place.
Now it comes back up to
reality.
do we see the opportunity of how it was map 3 where Juicer should close it out or no?
In my opinion, I mean, obviously, looking at the
BYB
round,
fam.
it seems like
Going to
MEOW is
Astral to
the
do
winner
them
here, it
Astral
seems to-
Guardian
but
things I do.
to be fair, we have seen earlier that it's very clear that Juicers are going for like a save and then just buy out the third round and try to win.
That a
And
whack?
that seems to be working so far. And assuming that MEOW has not
Recovering it.
figured this out and countered it completely, they might be able to get this
Satchel
third
out.
round
Blocking
and
vision.
getting their comeback for this third match.
I 100% agree, but it seems like with the Skydog being used, Beniper cannot do the limbo under that trip and will be detected. So seems like Juicer would know where Beniper is possibly located, but not gonna be no much is there. Wall is up on the side of B from Sam, and they're just Juicer's just playing, taking their time. Smoke's be coming down, taking care of Sewers. History bit will be in the near the smoke while Mel gets a pick onto her. Yang, very good opportunity for MEOW. Just still playing, waiting, not trying to play aggressive. Matrix peeking out. I don't think they see Sam. Sam on the top side. Now they do, and they're able to get them off. Get the pick off. Rudy gets the pick, trades off on the Matrix, and Rudy will be jumping down because they know. And it seems to be a rush from Juicers. Rudy with that spike is trying to do as much work as he can. Silver Flame will take out Mel, and the spike will be coming down from
30
Brig.
seconds left. Spike
Getting the
planted.
random spray!
Right through the
One
smoke.
enemy remaining.
That, someone check his computer. There's no way he saw him.
That was a complete guess, honestly.
History bit and Rudy trying to clear out sight. They notice Sprig. Sprig will be able to detect
One
him.
enemy
Gets the
remaining.
pick on the history bit. Now it's just playing time. Checking left side. We'll be checking the right. No!
Oh,
No!
Oh no!
Rudy will be able to catch Sprig off guard and be able.
Very unfortunate, honestly.
Fortunate indeed. That is
Only-
something.
He changed his mind at the last second. It's like, no, he's going around the other side. No, right at that moment, Rudy peeks and clutches that round. It was looking very good for the side of
I
Juicers
should
there.
play some
Like I
Astral
said,
Stars in this reality.
their time to shine is the third round, and they almost did it. Just very unfortunate timing. Just close it out for MEOW here.
However, it seems to be that they need to close out this round because if they don't, they might not have enough eco to secure next round. So Rudy will be holding that angle in front of A main with Mel on that site. Dog will be coming out. Fades Dog will not notice Mel on the site.
I know
History
exactly.
with the 2 kills. Very amazing to see to the side of MEOW. Frank will get the pick off the history bit. So while the 2K is on the side of MEOW, trade out. Sam trying to anchor site, but Matrix will get the pick off onto Rudy. And there's not much MEOW could do right now. They just have to play passively. They can't overheat. They're trying to anchor the site. Seems like there will be no rotation from the side of
Enemy down.
the wall bang from Sam onto Matrix. That was a phenomenal. He saw the dog's positioning and was able to know exactly where he was located. Now, just Juicer trying to take their time, possibly trying to bait out the rotation from MEOW, thinking that he might have gone. Mel using the flash
Blinded.
will be able to detect that both of them are there, and there's not much they can do. They have to commit onto the site.
30 seconds left.
Is left on the clock. They need 4 seconds to plant, so time is ticking. They have to make a move now. If not, MEOW will secure this round. Seems like they're possibly going to be pushing through smokes. Mel trying
Last
to heal
player
Sam
standing.
on the other angle, but Beniper on the high ground, be able to get that 2K and closing this round out. I mean, Juicers, there's not much you could do there, respectfully. I mean,
It was very rough. And earlier we saw, from the perspective of Sam, barely dodging like 2 sniper shots. I'm not sure if you saw that, but he was dodging off the Matrix over here, and then following up with a perfect headshot. Just the positioning was absolutely impeccable, which let him definitely carry that part of the round, despite being a support.
I'll
I
show
mean,
that brimstone true
there's not
power.
much Juicers could have done there, especially with their eco, but seems to be now they will be trying to rush the mid. Sniper getting the first pick,
Spike
backing out.
down mid.
Seems just up grab.
Doesn't get the shorty. Doesn't get the shorty kill.
Great pop left and right.
One
Sam
enemy remaining.
Sam with a 3K.
Oh my god.
Phenomenal gameplay from Sam from Matrix at 5 HE. Has to be backing out. One grenade toss by History Bit could actually secure this round. Matrix just slowly backing out. They might be going for a save here. Not a lot of eco could happen, but it's just very rough out there. Yeah, they will be trying to save with the Vandal only with $700 in their bank account and 5 HP. It is the best choice for them.
Yeah, it's definitely very rough for Juicers here, especially when you have 5 HP and a 1v3. It's not exactly looking up for you, but their eco is looking, I don't know, not the greatest, but I mean, if they hold together, get their composure, save the next few rounds, they might be able to pull it back for offense.
I 100% agree, but it's going to be very interesting for Juicers
30
next
seconds
buy round,
left.
since they will have a Vandal, and I don't really think they'll have enough eco to be able to purchase most of their guns. They might be able to have to buy pistols and maybe shotguns, but it's going to be very difficult for Juicers to take this back. But if we learn anything from map 1, it's very much so possible.
Yeah,
10
it's very much
seconds left.
possible for them to definitely get some nice headshots. Even on the save rounds, we've seen that they can do insane things on even the save rounds, just like with the Sheriff, with a Ghost, just getting amazing headshots and stealing the guns and trying to snowball a victory from there.
Yes.
It's definitely very much possible. You're right.
Yeah, and obviously MEOW could have played the aggressive, try to hunt down the raid, but they decided to choose the safer option and just stay back, hold on to Spike, don't play any aggressive, just try to secure this map as quickly as they can. I think they learned their playstyle, they learned their mistakes from map 1, and it's clearly showed in map 2, and it's definitely showing off in map 3. So now the question has to be asked: can Juicer find more cracks in their plan right now, or is this just over? Viper gets the pick onto her. Rudy gets the pick on Sprig. Very beneficial for MEOW. 2 early picks off, especially one of them with the knife, is very much so good. Rudy backing up, especially with the dog coming out. Sam lurking in sewers, taking their time, but seems like Beniper will be calling for the heal as he rotates. Sam holding the angles on sewers, does not detect the
One
brim.
enemy remaining. Spike down.
I swore he would have seen him.
I thought they were gonna see each other on those peaks.
Yeah, I thought one would have been me, but I think Soaring Flame saw him and just backed out. Soaring Flame just now holding the lure pass. Here's Sam on ropes. Maybe Sam did see him, but just didn't want to react.
Oh no! Oh! Oh my god!
That was a beautiful toss. Bro,
I really can't. No, at this point, I really can't tell if Sam did see him because that was such a good nade.
That was so good. I'm just confused. Phenomenal plays if Sam did see him, that was a phenomenal decision. Not to shoot, pretend like you didn't notice. Give the information to your team. But if Sam didn't see him, then that was a great toss from History Bet, clearing out that rope area and allowing them to push out if they were there. But it seems like Juicer has to make a move right now.
Yeah, that's right. The clock is ticking for them. They're running out of rounds, running out of chances to save, and they have to make some sort of massive play here. It's going for it. Gets the first pick.
But History Bit gets a pick onto Matrix with their ultimate. Very phenomenal. Beniper shooting through the Cypher cage and is able to get that kill. But Soaring Flame gets the pick onto Sam and Talbs onto History Bit, making this a 2v3. Beniper trying to stay alive, trying to get an actual gun instead of that shotgun. Trying to peek every now and then. Pops the flash. Did not even realize you could go through there.
Player standing.
Soaring Flame playing that close angle, getting Beniper and hurrying, closing out the round. And with enough time, they could plan.
And
Make
there's
sure to
that
follow
play.
my
There's that
pack in.
massive
Don't
play
let
they've
us
been
right to the
needing for
enemy.
the longest time. They have, like, there is hope now. There is definitely hope, at least more than before. And now I think that it's possible for them to snowball this as they did it in the first game. But I don't know. Will MEOW seal up whatever cracks they found in their own design?
I mean, it is just one round. They might be shaking it off. It was a little bit chaotic at the very beginning, but you know, I still think MEOW will be able to fix their issues and just take it off in just one round. That being said, looks like it might be a full rush onto B site. Vaniper activating his ultimate, trying to do his best. Gets a big onto Towns, gets the second one onto Matrix. Wants hunting for the third. Has to reload! Sprig's able to kill off Vaniper, and it's a very, very bad position for MEOW, putting them in a 2v3. Cyber Cage will be activated, but Sprig will be taking damage. Soaring Flame will be getting the pick onto Rooting, and Plant will be going down. The dogs are hunting and trying to look for the location. They know one is on Spike, but History Bit was distracted by the box, did not notice Soaring Flame in the backside. Sprig trying to do their best, and Soaring Flame is able to get the kills where they were distracted off of Sprig. Beautiful teamwork from both of these teams.
Got it?
I'll say that was a wonderful deflection with the box and just all the noise. It was a very solid push by Juicers here. They went for that site. They realized, wait, pushes seem to work. Because, I mean, to be fair, just before, they literally just rushed the site and they caught them off guard. Because before, it seemed that Vaniper was scaring them off by just getting these massive early picks, trying to mitigate those early rushes. But it seems like if you rush Vaniper, he doesn't always go crazy. Sometimes he misses a headshot. Sometimes he had to reload just now. And I think they're going to keep trying that character, rushing it.
Yeah, especially, I 100% agree, because I think they realize if you let MEOW just do their own playstyle, there's not much we do. And Gang proving us again, getting the picks onto Rudy and Sam and allowing the team to get off the spike. I believe. I don't know why I haven't planned. I thought they planned it. But hurrying, trying to hunt down for another kill.
One enemy remaining.
Matrix getting the pick off onto Mel, and it's all up to Vaniper. Wow,
will he get his ace this time? It's looking.
It's possible.
It's possible.
But it's very much
hard.
so. It's crossfire is happening. Gets the pick on the Matrix, but hurrying on the high ground's able to close it out on Vaniper. So it's gonna be very interesting. Looks like we might be having a little bit of a comeback from the Juicers. They are learning the strategies, and MEOW has to figure out what is wrong and how to stop their fast aggressiveness. Their Juicers are just setting that up, though.
Yeah, they definitely have their momentum now, and again, it's more like if you let MEOW consolidate, get their defense ready, it's not gonna work, which is something that Juicers didn't take advantage of on Fracture. You know, it is harder, a little harder on Fracture. It's definitely a playstyle that does seem to be working. And, looks like it seems like there's a stop to that now.
Yeah,
got double kill.
He's hunting for that third, and he does get it. Trying to go for get the fourth.
Will we get the ace?
Is he gonna get the ace before Vaniper? And he does! He does! Rudy hunting down every single one of them and gets the ace. Unbelievable, folks. We finally have the ace. It is not from Vaniper, you know, which I still want him to get that ace, but that was beautiful to watch. That was so lovely to see.
I was a little unsure with the jump shot, but I mean, it was looking pretty good. I think Rudy definitely shook them up with that first double kill, and then followed up with a very nice follow at the end there.
You have to trust your teammates,
Got to
no matter what. Even if it's a jump shot, that's very scary. Because I would have screamed if that was me. But seems like Juicers trying not to let that game, that round ruin their composure. Taking their time this time around, but Fade will be on the site as Hurrying is just in the smokes, waiting for an opportunity. Gets the first pick, doesn't kill Rudy! Oh my goodness!
Spike planted. That alive, honestly. I thought
face your fear!
I thought so too. I think Hurrying even looked back and was like, oh, I got the kill, but I guess not. History Bit using the satchel, trying to just get a little bit more damage. Knows exactly what the outputs helps be able to kill them off. And Sam will return the favor and res their teammate
Last
and get the
player
trade off.
standing.
Sniper getting the pick on the leader. And Sprig trying to close it out. Does not allow Sniper to get the shorty kill. And it takes us to 8-4 and now
Can't
to
use
the
this
final round of this first half.
I would say definitely here. I think this might. I'm gonna be honest. This might be where MEOW takes back because I mean, again, this
Last
was
round before the switch.
Juicer's offense. This was their time to get those rushes and break their composure before they even get a chance to defend themselves. And now that they're about to go on defense, it's gonna be a bit harder given how aggressive Beniper and Rudy have been these past 3 games at this point.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And now it's just I don't really know what to say.
As one.
Do we think we're gonna get the 9-3 curse? Do we think we're getting it finally, or it's just an 8-4?
Yeah, I'll double down on that. They might 9-3 here.
Well, let's see if you're right, because they're looking to push onto B site. Beniper holding that angle. Sees the jet dash. Detects the jet dash, was able to back up before they get the kill. Gets the one pick onto her Yang. Beniper playing the angle carefully, moving on the high ground. Beniper gets the second one onto Soaring Flame. Sam is taken out by Taos.
Enemy remaining.
Taos is able to retreat
Spike down B.
with her dismiss. They know exactly what Taos is. It's a 1v4 situation. Taos is just backing up, trying to make sure they play this correctly and have enough time. Reyna is the best character to be able to clutch this round out, but they're just hunting for Taos, trying to make sure they get
Taos
it.
may have his ult, but this is different. This is different. It's about to run out too.
Oh, gets the one. They need a trade together.
Oh, misses the trade. Just trails him. Unfortunate. It is a 9-3 curse.
It is a 9-3
Switching
curse, and that spray had a little bit of delay. You know, he was shooting where they were 2 seconds ago. That's something you can't happen in your games. Very, very unfortunate, but the 9-3 curse has occurred, so the question has to be asked: will it affect MEOW, or will it not?
I'm not sure if they believe in superstitions, but I mean, it's possible that it doesn't do anything to them at all. I don't think they're gonna think about it. It seems like once they get their composure, they keep it until the end of the game.
But if I were to say this from knowing them as personal experience, I have a feeling Rudy is just trolling in the voice chat, being like, "It's 9-3 curse, guys. Gotta be careful. 9-3 curse. 9-3 curse. You know, on your guard. 9-3 curse." I feel like that is something he would say, or Sam. Which one of those two? But I definitely believe it's Rudy.
Well, we'll see if that will actually have an effect on their gameplay.
But Sprig holding on to my wire, holding that close corner with the button with the shorty. Doesn't get detected. Gets the one.
Almost gets the second one. Doesn't get the shot off.
Very, very unfortunate, but it allows the team to recognize that they are on the
Last
side.
player standing.
Beniper with the 2K of his own, and allowing this team to be able to set up onto site. Hurrying,
Spike planted.
hiding in the smokes, trying to figure out what to do. Smokes is out. They know exactly where it's located. There's nothing you could have done there. The crossfire is there with the Beniper.
Again, with the nice headshot. I really do think him switching Reyna was definitely the perfect play for his playstyle, honestly. Like, just with Reyna being able to heal herself, go invis with her ult active, everything, it just makes him so much more sustainable in those encounters. And it's doubled by the fact that he has a Sage on his team. He can get healed as well and res, so it's definitely very helpful for sustaining his very active, his very aim-heavy playstyle that seems to be working, but only stops once, you know, the Juicer comes in and takes him out as soon as possible.
Yeah, I 100% agree, but Juicers are buying this round out, trying to make sure they be able to hold it hold it strong, and they are detecting the beat that they come in, and most of the teammates are rotating. Sprig holding the first angle with the stinger, trying to figure it out. Sniper trying to fight against the Reyna on the high ground.
Spike
Will get
planted.
killed by Matrix. Sam will be able to get that trade off on Matrix. Now with Spike planted, it's very much a close corner game for MEOW, trying to hold their aggressiveness, trying to make sure they play correctly. You know, one false move and they could all possibly lose, possibly give them momentum. Hurrying, trying to peek out, but Rudy will be able to get that pick. Sam getting the pick onto Taub. Sprig holding that close corner. Turns around last second! Oh my goodness, that is something you don't want to see. The timing.
Just
The
some good old hard
timing.
yakka. Standing in between us and
Classic
Very
victory.
Valorant
unfortunate.
timing. Valorant timing strikes again. Sprig was looking at that angle, and because they wanted to support the team, he turned right when they got pushed on. Very unfortunate feed, but
You hate to see it, but it does happen. It does happen, and I don't know. Maybe next time he'll just not switch off the angle, but
there's
I don't
something
know,
that
you
you
just
could
have
do.
that instinct to rotate your angle. You think they're gonna come up behind you, or your team needs help, but it's just unfortunate. Really.
Yeah, unfortunate indeed, but now with Beniper getting the pick onto that Reyna, very big opportunity for them. Hurrying, trying to hold up a tower, smokes it off, trying to back out slowly, making sure
No charges left.
they don't get picked off, but Sprig trying to protect if anyone is being made, but there's not. Hurrying gets a pick off onto Beniper. Very big opportunity indeed, but seems to be most of MEOW is on tower right now. Clearing it out, taking their time. Hits it, trying to peek out. Gets picked off by Sprig. Sam's able to get
One
the trade
enemy
off.
remaining.
Gets his own 2K.
You will not
The 2v2
kill my
situation.
ally.
One
And
enemy
goes for the
remaining.
res. Gets picked off onto
Oh my god!
her, Yang, and Sprig. Before I can even finish my sentence, this man gets a kill.
Match
Oh my
point.
goodness, Sam, you are on
Towards their
fire that
infernal
round.
rest.
You're on fire recently.
Yeah, I mean, before I was saying it's been Beniper and Rudy doing like the big shots, the big plays, but now everyone else is coming into play. History Bit's been doing crazy. Sam is just absolutely popping off with these amazing headshots, these amazing straight transfers, everything.
Sam is a phenomenal player, and you know it's honestly great to see that gameplay from him. I think that was a 4K from him plus the res. The res I don't think was necessary, but you know after round two, yeah.
1v2, and he had the chance, so why not? Wasn't able to get that. It might have been a lucky double kill, but
Smoke's down.
you always do those things just in case.
And you know it seems like MEOW trying to close this out with Rudy getting a pick onto both Soaring Flame and to that Sky, but you know they're trying to hold their Juicer trying to hold their ground. Both on tower. Matrix does not be able to get the kill off onto Mel, and History Bit trying to clear off tower right now. Does not see Talons. Oh, misses their shots onto History
Very
Bit.
close.
And Spring just holding that close quarter with the shotgun and gets the kill onto Rudy. Very big opportunity for
Spike planted.
Spring holding the shot in close corner with the shotgun will be reaching up the tower to possibly trade that gun. Actually, they're going for the ultimate. They want to see where they're at.
Cutting their
And
vision.
they will be able to see both of them are on site. There's not much they could do. And with that wall being closed down, there's only one path they could go unless they break that safe wall. And they know exactly
Last
what is
player
there.
standing.
Sprig gets the pick onto Mel, and it's a 2v1 situation. It's all up to Sam. If Sam managed to get these 2 kills, he'll be able to close this out, and MEOW would
One enemy
He
remaining.
gets the kill onto Sprig, but cannot onto
Is there time?
Talbs. There is time. There is time.
Oh yeah, it's hard for me to hear.
It's
the bomb.
And it happens. It
I
happens.
was not sure. I was like, the clock is ticking. They have to rush now, and they did. And it
Yeah.
worked.
It seems like MEOW wanted to close that round quick enough, but Juicers held their ground and told them, no, we want to go a little bit further. And, you know, just one round doesn't really affect much for MEOW's mental. They just need one more. That's all they need to get.
Yeah, it's a long way away from overtime, but I mean, knowing Juicers, they might do it. It's possible that they pulled this back. I mean, they don't have all the guns that they want, but I think they have enough to, get a nice run going. And it seems like it seems off the rush, I should say.
Yeah.
And with the Reyna ult, this might be a very nice little light mouse here.
Talbs gets Furry and gets the pick on off to Rudy. I think they detected that Talbs is there because of the shooting, so he will have to be backing out. But it seems like MEOW doesn't want to play the aggressive anymore. They want to control their tempo and, back up a bit. Soaring Flame holding the mid angle. Notice one Sam in the middle.
Blocking sight.
Might be going off for this smoke and hurrying, activating their smoke just to temporarily help out their teammate. But seems to be they're trying to take B control once more, trying it again. Sprig does a jump peek and spots them out. Very much a good opportunity for them, but
My camera is destroyed.
they're able to detect one of them. Brig gets the kill onto History Bit. Very big opportunity for Juices to hold it up. Sniper has his own shotgun, but won't be able to get the trade off. Brig being the better
One enemy
player
remaining.
with the shotgun. And Stormflame
Spike
getting a pick off
down,
the Sam.
B.
It's a 1v3
30
situation from
seconds
Mel.
left.
Knives are out, has to hunt it out, but Stormflame able to get the pick off onto Mel. And, you know, very, very interesting. I think you might be possibly, I'm not saying you're right, but you might. You know, Juices might be able to close this out, but we have to remember, looking at their eco, you know, MEOW could buy one more time. It's going to be a mixed buy, but it's possible they could still buy out and win this round. But it's going to be very hard.
Right, but the odds have definitely seemed to turn a bit more in Juicer's favor. Now that they have everything they need to hold out sites, just play defense, just try to keep them off of it as much as possible. It's definitely very much possible for them to hold this out and, you know, get a nice snowball going.
Yeah, and Benifer starting it off with the 2 picks, off with this with the Sheriff, and more than likely having a Vandal to his name, trying to go through mid, trying to see if they. Oh my God, he doesn't detect him. Stormflame gets the pick off onto Benifer. His ultimate is now gone. They know Stormflame is near defense. Gets the pick off onto Sam, but History Bit is able to trade it off. One of the dogs is out and is trying to hunt down from one of the other teammates on the side of Juicers. So they know one is nearby their spawn and seems to be going through screens. It's now up to a History Bit, Rudy, and Mel trying to decide on what is the best course of actions. Do they want to attempt to retake A, or
You are
what they
divided.
might be doing and slowly back out and rotate to B? Very, very cautious game right now. Both sides of the team. Flipsters are being heard. Flipsters are being made. Now they're rushing onto site.
30 seconds left.
History Bit playing the close angle, playing the stairs, trying to see if they might be able to detect anyone passing by. History Bit playing a little close to the fire, and she does get burned. Matrix gets the kill onto History Bit. It's now the 2v2 situation. Winnable for the Juicers. Rudy holding that top angle. We'll shoot down the eyeball so they know he's somewhere on site. We'll get blinded. He got dropped down, trying to spray through the wall. Gets the shot with the Sheriff.
Massive headshot.
And it's a 1v2 situation. Could Matrix clutch this out? Rudy is very low, but time is running out. The time is ticking. He has to make a play right here and then. Gets the shot. Rudy will close it out. Very good plays of MEOW and Juicers, but MEOW is just the better team for this match. GG's to both of these teams. That was a phenomenal series.
That was definitely quite the ride, honestly. I was thinking the whole time after the first game, I was thinking, you know what, this is possible. This is this is a very close match, but I guess MEOW proved us otherwise. They got their composures together. They were in the counters and they used everything they had against Juicers.
I 100% agree, and this allows, you know, and especially for Juicers, they are a free agent team. Like I mentioned earlier on and throughout the series, they are a free agent team. They had to pick up a little bit of synergy, learn together, and this match is probably the best learning opportunity for them, being able to look back, see what their mistakes are, especially against a team that has so much synergy, and be able to keep that information around and try to, you know, use it for their future matches and possibly even playoffs once they were to occur. Because I will say this, I would not be surprised if Juicer makes playoffs, and I definitely would not be surprised if we see MEOW versus Juicers once more. Both of these teams are very much so phenomenal, and they're out of their minds, and I can't wait to see more from both of them.
Yeah, if there's a rematch, I'm gonna want to see it.
Yeah. But now the question we have to ask is, who is the MVP on the side of MEOW? Because personally, let's say this right off the bat, we both know Beniper and Rudy are up in the skies. But I wouldn't mind saying maybe, you know, they're the obvious they're obvious top dogs. They're the ones who, you know, gets the kills, are basically top fragging and, you know, having all these flashy plays. But we've saw definitely throughout Fracture and Split that both Sam and History Bit had both phenomenal plays. They were on top of their game right there.
Yeah, I will have to agree there. I will say that if anything, they are the unsung heroes. Even if they weren't getting kills, they were getting like those smokes. They were definitely initiating very well. If Beniper and Rudy were not already rushing in already, they were definitely the perfect support for those two amazing top fraggers. But I might have to say, if it's not for Beniper and Rudy just completely like out fragging everyone, just taking it purely from kills, I might have to give it to Sam. I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm definitely split between Sam and History bit there because they both had their moments, but
yeah.
I think my final answer will have to be Sam as the unsung hero of this team.
I mean, Sam is. I definitely do agree. Sam was that unsung hero, definitely getting the 4Ks when it matters, and definitely the 3K on Fracture with the operator, which I don't even think he plays operators as much. So, I mean, to my knowledge, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Sam, if you hear this, and if I'm wrong, sorry, I didn't know. But yeah, I do agree. I think Sam is our definitely our unsung hero, and you know what? I'll say he's my MVP. He's my MVP. You know, I could give it a Rudy or Beniper, but no, Sam, you're my MVP. And then second MVP, you know what? Let's give it a history bit. You know, they played phenomenal that entire series. So you know what?
Yeah.
I'll give it to them. But I think if you have anything more to say, I think we're about done to wrap it up.
Yeah, I would say though that it was definitely fun being here watching both these teams play out because again, I don't know any of these people, so I was learning the strategies as they were coming through, same way Juicers were, and I feel like I did definitely put myself in their shoes, thinking, how do we counter this? How do we fight against these two amazing fraggers and wonderful support? Like, what can we do here? And I was really glad to see that they actually did figure out a way to fight back, and they definitely threw some hope somewhere along the way. They did win the first game. They pulled that back just enough to make it seem like, hey, we might be able to do this. And it was
Hmm.
definitely quite the ride to see the massive plays from both sides. Like if you remember the first game, it was just like 3K, 4K on both teams, like round after round. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. We're definitely going to see more of these team plays out throughout our summer series, which if you are interested, you could still sign up as a free agent using eucf.link, and there will be a bunch of applications and, sign up sheets that you'll be able to sign up and join up on a free roster. And, definitely we just started off. There's a lot more matches that will be happening every single week, almost every single day. So if you want to be in tune, please hit that follow button. It does help us a lot on that channel for us on the channel. And, who knows? We might be making content of these frag moments very very soon. Especially there's like 3 or 4 that we could get from this matchup. But I think we're done to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream and this match. I am Isora, and
I
I have
am Golden
yeah
Feather, yeah.
yeah Golden Feather. We're working on it. We're working on it. The synergy
Yeah,
is
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream, and we'll catch you guys next time.
All right, peace.